I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
The most Texas country and red dirt, plus the best of Nashville from 90s to now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, going out of style. I was thinking out of style, stay out of
Uvalde Radio.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams, invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality, comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The best mix of country plus community information for Uvalde, Texas.
Uvalde Radio.
Welcome to the Texas Farm Store Coyote Pack Broadcast pregame show. Texas Farm Store, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. And now, your hosts, Simon and Al Ortiz, on your official home for Uvalde Coyotes football, UvaldeRadio.net.
It's that time again, Uvalde, Texas. The leaves are changing, kinda. The weather is cooling, and the football game is in the air. Smelling as sweet as Uvalde honey. Speaking of that, welcome to the Coyote Pack broadcast live from your Honey Bowl, where the Uvalde Coyotes are taking on the Devine Warhorses in their first home game in 2 weeks. I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer, and with me is Simon Pops Ortiz, UHS class of 76 and former Coyote left guard, number 67 himself. This is the Texas Farm Store pregame show. Excitement all around here in the press box. The Coyotes are fresh off a sparkling win over Crystal City, defeating the Javelinas to the tune of a 23-14 victory, and it wasn't even that close, as the score indicates. Coyotes are looking to get to 4-1 tonight, so let's dive in high level about how they can get there. Pops, how are you feeling tonight in general, and what are you feeling about tonight's game?
Well, I'll tell you what. First of all, let me say hi to everybody out there, all the Coyote fans. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are so excited to be here with you. You know what? It's going to be an awesome game. It's going to be another close one. But, well, last week's wasn't that close.
No, it was not that. That was actually the first time that I actually wasn't on my seat, pins and needles on my seat towards the end there.
It was 23 to 14. 23 to 14. But that last touchdown that the Crystal City got was, we had some of our second string and third string players, giving them some game time experience, which I think is great.
Absolutely.
It is great. And so, it wasn't as close as it seemed.
No, it really wasn't. I mean, at one point, it was a 23-6 game, and the Coyotes went on a 23-0 run at that point. Right? So it was like 6-0 Javelinas, and then from then on, the Coyotes went on a 23-0 run before Crystal City got that last touchdown towards the end of the game there.
Yes, and then, the game was already out of reach, so, we needed to get some of these kids some playing time, so just so that they could get some experience and be ready just in case we needed them.
Right,
but
exactly.
Now, this is the last non-district game.
That's right.
So, as far as high level is concerned, I can get into that, but you were going to say something.
No, I was just going to say, I wanted to just kind of give kudos to Crystal City, the community, for wearing maroon, obviously in support of our community and everything it's been through, but also just, the team, the Coyote, the Javelinas, how they didn't just give up, right? They got that last second touchdown, but they were scrambling. They were just trying to get some momentum going into their next game, so we really, we were blown away by that. We were very, very impressed by that.
Yes, we were. And, it was very interesting because, we're talking about high-level thoughts in a little bit. They are a common opponent that we have with our present opponent, which is the Devine Warhorses. Devine beat them 30.
I think it was like 34 to 6.
34 to 6. They beat them 34 to 6, and we beat them 23 to 6.
Well, it should have been 23 to 6, but it was 23 to 14.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So basically, that's going to be sort of like a let's say a comparison, but it really isn't because the coach decided that he was going to do some different things at the end of the game, and that helped him score. But anyway, I think that the game today is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and actually, and speaking of interesting, you're going to go into this later, but high-level thoughts here. The Devine Warhorses, you told me before we got on air, they deserve their name. They wear their name very fittingly.
Their name, Warhorses, is old school. And this team is very old school. They will just line up and run at you. They are one-dimensional. They just line up and say, we're going to run at you, and we're going to rush, and we're going to go down the field maybe 5, 8, 10, 15 yards, and eventually you're going to break, and we'll get into the end zone.
Yeah, it's like the Spurs head coach Greg Popovich. It's not the first strike or the second strike. It's that 300th strike that breaks the rock, and that's exactly kind of what it's exactly what their offense is like.
That's their philosophy. Their philosophy is basically we're going to run the ball. They run it 90% of the time.
Yeah,
basically.
We were watching film before we went on air, just taking our notes, doing our due diligence as we always do throughout the week. But we were watching some just polishing up what we're going to talk about. And I mean, maybe I saw 2 passes out of the 20 to 25 plays that we saw.
Yes, they are a running team, and you don't see very many teams with 2 tight ends, 3 slot backs, and no wide receivers.
No wide receivers.
That is an oddity. But talking about high level, let's go even higher than that.
Oh, I like it. What do you got for me?
Well, it's the last preseason game, and
quote unquote preseason.
Well, not preseason. It's the last non-district game.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So it's very important that we go into district play on a positive note. Mm-hmm. That's the first high-level thought that I have, that we need to go into the district portion of our schedule in a very positive note. And to do that, we need to play well tonight. And I think the kids are up to it. I think they're ready for it. And I think the coaches are anxious because they know that they need to go ahead and put in a good showing so that when we face our first district opponent, that the kids are on a positive frame of mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in between then is the bye week too. So
yes, yeah. So if you go in not in a good positive note, it's going to be 2 weeks worth of what if. Mm-hmm. So it's very important. It's very important that we go in and 2 things that we need to accomplish tonight: play well, irregardless of if we win or lose, that we play well. That's the number 1. And number 2 is that we go in avoiding any major injuries.
Yeah, injuries especially. That's a good point, Bobs, especially because we had a couple of injured Coyotes out last week. Mm-hmm. Some of them are not playing this week. Some of them are. And we'll get to that in just a second. But any more high-level thoughts, Pops, before we head on over to the weather report?
Well, basically, and the reason that we want to do that is because our very first district opponent is basically the best district team, best team in our district.
And you're talking about the Bernie Greyhounds,
yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. So it's very important that we put out a good effort tonight, have a good game, and go into district with a positive attitude.
All about momentum, ladies and gentlemen. As you can hear him in the background, obviously you have the legendary stadium announcer, Judge Mitchell, calling a couple of pre-game ceremonies on the field happening right now. So we're energized by him. We hope he's energized by us, too. The press box is ready to get this game going. Pops, last second thoughts before we move on?
No.
Okay, good. All right, sounds good, guys. We're going to go into the weather report here. And, I talked about it just a little bit when we were getting this thing kicked off, our own pregame kicked off. The weather is cooling. It was 66 degrees earlier this morning. It felt really nice, felt very crisp. Nice hill country morning, if you will. And honestly, right now, it's 91 degrees. When compared to the other weeks, compared to the preseason game and other games we've had at the other game we had at the Honey Bowl, it was like in the high 90s, low 100s, and then you end the game at 88. Tonight, though, right now, it's 91 degrees, and when the game ends, it's going to be in the upper 70s. And it's sunny. There's not a cloud in the sky. Very neutral weather
for
both teams.
How's the humidity, Al?
The humidity right now is 36%, actually.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because that really is what affects the players. Is when it's very humid, it really tires you out.
Yeah.
And the other, you asked me if I had anything else to say. Let me tell you what I have to say.
Okay, I got you.
It's so good to be back in the Honey Bowl. Dang, we've had so many road games.
I know. I mean, listen, we're father and son. We love our road trips. We took road trips when I was in college. We drove all over across the country to drop me off every semester. We love road trips. But, man, when you're up this late and you're out on the road and everything like that, there's no place like home. There's no place like, and more specifically, there's no place like the Honey Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
The Honey Bowl. The Honey Bowl. And one more thing.
Yeah. Oh, keep going.
We just got ourselves a Facebook page.
We do. Yes, exactly. We do have one. We are affiliated always and forever with UvaldeRadio.net. But if we maybe start a blog or something like that, we would love to populate that page because Robert Miguel, who is the owner and operator of UvaldeRadio.net, he obviously has a lot of stuff going on with that programming, so we don't don't want to just overtake it.
That's correct. So we got our own page, and please go and like the Coyote Pack broadcast page.
Absolutely.
On Facebook.
Go and look for it. We're gonna have some live updates, live in-game updates on that page and in UvaldeRadio.net page. It's I cannot wait until this game kicks off. And Pops, I'd be remiss if I didn't say the Warhorses are 4-0, tied with the Pearsall Mavericks in their district. They're undefeated. This is not a team to fall asleep on, for sure.
No. They are ranked way above us. They're in the state. They're at 494. In the San Antonio region, they're ranked number 37. Whereas we are at 783 in the state, and in San Antonio we're 65. But you know what? Ranks go out the window once you get on the field. We proved that when we went to Poteet, they were number 300 and something, and we were number 900 and something, and it was a lot closer than what people thought that it was going to be. Well, and tonight we might surprise a few people.
I think so. We were watching the film. It's not a very fast defense, and it's not a very fast secondary. But you know what we have?
Speed.
We have speed on that offense. It's going to be a tough matchup, so maybe the Coyotes can exploit that. But anyways, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to have the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment, ladies and gentlemen, but a special one. We sat down with Coach Wade Miller. Now, we know we like to get some former Coyotes, and talk about the legacy that they left behind, but Coach Miller is trying to build a legacy here in Tree City, here in the honey capital of the world, and we want to talk about how he's building that, amongst other topics as well. So when we come back, we'll have Coach Wade Miller with us. We thank him for joining us with everything he has going on. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Medina Electric Cooperative backs the pack. This is the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment on the Coyote Pack broadcast on UvaldeRadio.net.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. Thanks for joining us on the Texas Farm Store pregame show. We have a really special treat for you all right now, guys. We have Pops and Coach Wade Miller ready to do a little bit of an interview here, so we're really excited on this edition of the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment to interview our special guest, Coach Wade Miller, ladies and gentlemen. Pops, take it away. Let's hear what you got.
Coyote fans, today we have with us the one and only Coyote head football coach and athletic director, Coach Wade Miller. Thank you for the time to talk with us today.
No, thank you so much for having me. I listen every week when it's archived, and honored to be on here.
Well, thank you, Coach. Coach, we're going to get right into the questions here. We've got some questions that I think will give our audience, the Coyote fans, some insight into who you are. I know you've been here 2 years. It's been great having you. I've heard a lot about there being culture change, and I really see that, even though, I've been seeing it from afar and now I'm up close and personal. I see that we do have a mindset that is slowly starting to turn, and it's really great to see that happening. So, Coach, I'm going to start with the first question. You have been a head coach on 3 different teams, including Uvalde. With each team, you were asked to turn a program around and establish a winning program. You accomplished a winning record in terms of wins and losses immediately in Woodsboro, and were well on your way in Toulouse-Midway. Aside from wins and losses, what is the definition of a winning program in your mind?
Well, you talked about culture a little bit, and that's kind of the way we want to do things around here. We want guys that do things right all the time, not just at football practice, not just at game night, but do things right in school every day, do things right at home, do things right in the community. And we feel that if we can get these guys to do that the right way, then the winning part takes care of itself. We also want kids, that work hard and enjoy playing football. And, because if they enjoy it at a younger age, then we're going to keep having good numbers. And we've seen, we're doing better in school, we're doing better in town, and then we have better numbers. So it's slow. It's a slow process, but, we're getting there. And credit to these guys, they bought in 100%.
That's great. We have noticed that there's been a positive attitude all around, not only with the community, but with the players. And one of the big things that was an impression in my mind was the number of kids that you have out there practicing. It astounded me to see so many kids out there playing both varsity, junior varsity, freshmen. And that just gives you the indication that your program is really moving forward in a positive and successful way. Okay, in order to establish a winning program, what are the key components, ingredients, or factors you feel are needed within or from the community to achieve those goals?
We just want people to understand and trust us that we're doing the right thing, and we're treating their kids right, and just back us. There's always going to be times where I have a kid in an athletic program as well, where maybe my kid's not playing as much as I think, or things like that. But we want what's best for every team and every kid, and just come out and support your kids, support your coaches, and really the support for the kids is all I could ask for.
That's so important. I think that what you said is so key, that the parents stay involved with their kids. When you say support, I think in my view, it's the support that you give them and getting involved with them. And I really think that is a good way to put it, that if you support your kid, you're involved with your kid.
Yeah, and I'll say this. This is my, 8th or 9th place I've coached, and 3rd as a head coach. And the parent support and community support I've had here is far and above any place I've ever been.
That's great. That's very good. And Uvalde is known for that. It really is. We know that one of the reasons you wanted to coach in Uvalde was to be close to your wife's family and who lives in Castroville. What other things or factors about Uvalde or the position made you want to move here?
On the football side, especially as a coach, you look at a place that is a large school, but it's a one-school community. A lot of times you move in, like when I was in Corpus, there's multiple schools within 5 miles. You have a one-school community that's had success before. So they've had it before, you can have it again. And it's kind of the type of place that as a coach, you dream about getting to that job and finishing your career there. And then you add the fact that you're living in such a beautiful community and the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm not BSing on that. I absolutely mean that from the bottom of my heart. And to be close to family, it's like a dream job. And we absolutely love it here.
That is so great. And you know what? Positive attracts positive.
Absolutely.
So last year was a very rough year for the Coyotes. This year, we have started as best as could be imagined and improved tremendously. Aside from the kids being in your program a second year, what has been the reason or reasons that we've made such a big improvement?
Well, I think there's a couple of them. Number one, I feel bad for the kids last year because they were kind of a perfect storm to not have success. Coaching change, a pandemic, all that kind of good stuff. And, it was tough. But, this year we're kind of more back to normal. I mean, we've had a full off season. We've had a full summer. And the kids, they're the real reason. They bought in 100%. If I tell them they need to do this, 99.9% of them do it. And by them buying in, we're willing to put in the work to get better, and it's showing right now.
Last but not least, could you give us a quick update or injury report for tonight's game? Who is hurt? Who's going to miss a game?
Yeah, well, we're getting better. We're getting kids back. I know we've got this week for sure. We have 2 kids that are not going to play. Number 40, defensive end, Chuy Vasquez. He has an MCL sprain. It's not a tear or a strain. I mean, if it was a district game, he could probably play tonight. But since we're off next week, we're going to hold him out tonight, and then that'll give us 3 full weeks to get him back. And then one of our backup linebackers, his name is Elias Ramirez. He's actually our very best special teams player. He makes like every tackle on punt and kickoff. He has kind of the same type of injury, so we're going to hold him out as well. They're nothing overly majorly serious, but those 2 guys tonight, we feel like going into the bye week, if we give them that extra week, that they should be good to go. And then Jaden Gonzalez, he's practiced all week, but he has got a deep bone bruise on his ankle, and he's trying, and he's going to be a game time decision. He finished practice this week. We're going to talk about how he looks in warm up, and then we'll decide right before kickoff about Jaden, and I'll talk to Jaden about that, and he understands. But, other than that, everybody's good to go, and for Bernie, barring nothing happening tonight, we should all be healthy for that game.
That's really good for Coach. One of the things I just wanted to mention something, and that is that the program is in such a good shape right now, and you can see the participation. And one of the things that we have not really talked about, and we want to just bring up, is that in order for a program to be successful, the junior high program has to dovetail into the program. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to ask you real quickly, how is that program doing? Your numbers?
Numbers at the junior high are great. They're about what they always are. We're a little short, 7th grade, but we have more 8th graders than normal. I want to say we've got about 60 8th graders and about 40 7th graders. So we had about 100 last year. We had about 50 and 50. So we're excited about that. And, those guys are behind because they didn't get to start because we started school late. But the 2A teams got to play last week. The 7th grade tied 0-0. And they didn't score because they only ran 3 plays because they only been practicing a week.
Right.
And then the 8th grade won pretty good. I mean, it was like 28-6 or something like that.
Great.
So we're really excited about those guys. We got a quadruple hitter here, or last night actually. So,
Coach, I just wanted to throw that in because in our previous interviews we've always asked the interviewee what he thinks, young men thinking about playing football or athletics, what advice they would give him. And I think that just knowing that there is participation in the programs and that you have such a positive program, just an encouragement, especially to the 7th graders. Let's go out there and play some football, play some volleyball, play basketball. Just get into the athletic program because it not only helps you, it helps your future.
Yeah. Well, I tell my junior high coaches all the time, I want y'all to win every game, but if all the kids that played this year play next year, y'all did a good job. So that's, to me, with the younger kids, the most important thing.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time and effort. It's a pleasure always talking to you. And there you go, folks.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Pops, and thank you, Coach, for that great interview. We look forward to the rest of the season and what is to come. For now, though, Coach, thanks for joining the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment. Stick with us, guys. When we come back on the flip side of the break, we're going to dissect the game and see what the Coyotes need to do against the Devine Warhorses to get to 4-1 entering the bye week. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality, comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde, provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Texas Farm Store backs the pack. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years at 236 East Nepal. Stop by for everything you need: feed, seed, lawn and garden, animal health, custom mixing and grinding, tack, herbicides, pesticides, and even wild game feeders. At Texas Farm Store, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you with all your needs. Delivery is available. Please call for more information, 830-278-3713, and find Texas Farm Store online at txfarmstore.com.
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with a salesman today.
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker. Tune in to Chamber Picks, the long-awaited reboot to the program where Uvalde football fans get together to talk about football. Each week, the Chamber Picks panel of forecasters try to predict the winner of a select number of football games. Join host J. Allen Carnes every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Brought to you by Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center and LMG Productions. For more information, visit uvalde.org. The Uvalde High School class of 1972 is celebrating 50 years. Join them for food, fun, frolic, and dance. Friday, September 23rd, cheer on your Uvalde Coyotes in the class of 72 section at the Honey Bowl. BYOB after game socializing till midnight at the home of Rebecca Riojas Cruz. Then Saturday, September 24th, the class reunion from 5 p.m. to 12 midnight at the American Legion Hall Post 479. Dance from 7 to 11 p.m. with class pictures at 9 p.m. The Uvalde High School class of 1972, celebrating 50 years this weekend.
Uvalde Radio. Winner 2021 Texas Internet Radio Chart Best Internet Radio Station. Finalist 2021 Texas Country Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. And finalist 2022 Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. Uvalde Radio. Redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
It's time for Coyotes football, presented by Texas Farm Store, Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams, Uvalde Memorial Hospital, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home, Skyway Entertainment, Texan Bank, Medina Electric Cooperative, Lantana Realty, Uvalco Supply, Power Sports and Equipment, Vulcan Materials Company, Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, and First State Bank of Uvalde. And now your host, play-by-play announcer, Al Ortiz, and color commentator, Simon Ortiz. This is the Coyote Pack broadcast with Simon and Al Ortiz on your official home for Uvalde Coyotes football, UvaldeRadio.net.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. We just finished the national anthem and the presenting of the colors. Beautiful sight here in the Uvalde Honey Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. So, Pops, we're about maybe 2-3 minutes away from kickoff. What are your keys to the game? What do the Coyotes have to do to get out of this beautiful Honey Bowl with a 4-1 record?
Well, we've got a 4-0 team coming up here, and they are a wear-you-down type of team. They are just going to take the ball, and they're going to run at you and run at you and run at you and run at you until they break you. So what we need to do is, number one, we need to get started fast. We need to get started fast. We need to get ahead in the score, because they're our running team. Mm-hmm. They're not going to be able to come back as fast as a passing team would. So our first key is to get ahead, start strong, and get ahead on the score so that they will feel the pressure to try to start passing. That's the first key. The second key is we need to sustain drives. Our offense needs to stay on the field so that they don't get to wear down our defense. They are going to try to just tire us out. So the offense needs to stay on the field, sustain nice, long drives, and keep their offense off the field. And the last one, which is very important, and we need to really stress, is no turnovers, no mental mistakes. Last week we were on the 1-yard line, and we didn't put it in because we had some illegal procedure. We had this, we had that. So we need to stay away from the mental mistakes.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. So the keys to the game, according to Pops, you have to get ahead, number one. Number two, sustain drives. And number three, no turnovers or mental breakdowns. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Pops. So it looks like we have a little bit of a coin toss going on, obviously, and we're going to see where the Coyotes are going to
face. We get the ball
and see if we get the ball first. So the coin toss is going off, and while we do that, I'm going to go over some of the starters here on the offensive side of the ball. So a quarterback, of course, you have Brody Carnes, running back Jaden Gonzalez, H-back Augie Aviles. The wide receiver positions, you have Jarrett Hernandez, number 0, Daniel Perez, number 81, and Jonathan Jimenez, slot receiver, number 1. The offensive linemen, the Hogs, ladies and gentlemen, Adriel Gonzalez, number 71, Aiden Cantu, number 50 at right guard, and Adriel was right tackle. Fidel Sanchez at center, Joshua Ibarra at left guard, Pops' former position, and Luke Sagamule at left tackle here. And we'll get to the defense a little bit later on, but we're going to take one little quick commercial break. Before we go on a break, actually, Pops, did you see what happened on the field? Did we get the ball back? Or did we get the ball to start off the game? No.
I guess the coach doesn't think of the way I do.
Well, I mean, hey, that's why he's the coach.
We won the toss, and he deferred.
What did Marv Levy say? The a great Buffalo Bills coach. He's like, if you listen to the fans, you're going to be sitting with the fans sooner or later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. 30 seconds, no more. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
And just like legendary stadium announcer Judge Bill Mitchell said, this is Coyotes football, ladies and gentlemen. The Coyotes are fanning out on the field to kick off. They will start on defense. Ball is at the 40, and Damian Rivera is ready to set us off, and we are underway here at the Honey Bowl. Ball lands at the 20-yard line, and it looks like it's going to be crossing the 20 to the 20, 30-yard line, and that's all she wrote. Yep. All right, baby. The Warhorses are going to start at the 31-yard line, their own 31-yard line.
Number 3 made the final tackle. There was number 17, I believe, that first held him up a little bit, and number 3 brought him down.
And that is Joshua Verduzco. Again, the Warhorses are going to start at the 31-yard line. A first down for them, obviously, and just the start of this game, the 5th game for the Coyotes here in their season. We're almost halfway there. I cannot believe it. Referees Eddie Elizalde, umpire Bo Campbell, head linesman Tom Kales, line judge Terry Snow, back judge David Forelli, field judge Gino Di Domenico, and side judge Kiefer Dutton. All right, it looks like the Warhorses are going to start off with shotgun formation and trips over to the far side of the field. That is actually a surprise because they usually take their snaps under center. There is a timeout that's called, though, and it looks like the Warhorses are going to call that timeout.
No, it was the Coyotes. There was some confusion in the defense.
Well, I mean, there was something that confused us because that was not the formation that the Warhorses usually employ. So we're going to take a quick commercial break real quick. I mean, right off the bat in this game. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Medina Electric Cooperative backs the pack.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're just joining us, we are just 10 seconds into this thing. There hasn't been no plays from scrimmage as of yet. The Warhorses are lined up at their own 31-yard line, 1st and 10. The Coyotes took a timeout because it looked like there was some substitution confusion. But be that as it may, shotgun formation for the Warhorses here at the 31-yard line. Snap is off. Handoff to the tailback. Tailback tries to find some running room and turning the corner on the far side, near side of the field. Gets that running room and gets up to the 41-yard line, close to a first down, actually.
It was a sweep. They looked like they were going to pass, but it was really a sweep. They were just showing a shotgun just to confuse the defense.
Yeah, and I mean, just like Pop said in the pregame show, I mean, all they do is run. So if they are in shotgun formation, I'd be very surprised if they pass. It's going to be a 2nd down and 3, actually. The runner did get out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That runner is Gabe Esquivel, one of the running backs we have to keep an eye on tonight, Pops. All right.
Yes.
So shotgun formation for the Warhorses here. Trips to the far side of the field. Looks like the same formation as the last play, too. The snap is away. Handoff over to Ethan Santos. And the same thing. Cutting upfield. Getting close to the 50-yard line. That is a first down. Over to the 48-yard line of the Warhorses there. Another run play, Pops.
They're just showing a different wrinkle with the shotgun, which is surprising because they've been just under center all the previous games. So what we need to do is we need to form a wall and stop them from running.
Yeah, and actually we're going to have to, I mean, the Coyotes have a couple of players out, and we did not get to that in the pregame, but defensive end John Elizondo and Chuy Vasquez, I'm not sure actually, Chuy Vasquez might be playing, but Coach Miller did allude to him, he may not be playing, so let's see if that becomes a factor here. A fake handoff from the Warhorses, quarterback gets up to the 50, crosses the 50 for about a 3-yard gain. That's number 2, Sam Guardola, and Chris Rodriguez, number 8 for the Coyotes with the tackle.
That was a good start start to stopping these running backs and quarterback that runs, that was a good start because they only got 3 yards.
Yeah, and honestly, Sam Guardiola doesn't really take the ball a lot. Really, the beef of the carries come from Ethan Santos and Gabe Esquivel, right? Isn't that correct?
Number 3 and number 5.
Number 3 and number 5, respectively. So the ball is placed at the 49-yard line. They are a little, just a tad into Coyote territory at the 49-yard line. Second down and 8 for the Warhorses. 10:25 left to go in the first quarter. Handoff to number 3. Number 3 cuts it upfield again and gets another chunk of yardage over to about the 43-yard line. It's going to be a third down and short for the Warhorses here.
We need to do some run blitzes to stop them from getting to the outside.
What do you think about cornerback blitzes? I mean, is that
the cornerback or the safeties need to come up?
Yeah, it seems like every successful run that the Warhorses have ran actually are maybe get about 10 yards here. I mean, there's only been one run that only had 2 yards, and that was a quarterback run up the middle. So they are having their way on the edges here with the Coyotes. 3 upbacks in the backfield, another toss to number 5. Number 5 up to about the 37-yard line for the Warhorses. First down and 10 for the Warhorses there. That's number 5, Gabe Esquivel again.
Okay, the defense needs to stiffen. They need it's a feeling out type of situation right now. They're trying to see what that offense is doing and see how tough they're going to be. Let's see if we can stiffen here.
We did talk about how this team just pounds the rock. Pounds the rock, and it looks like they're doing here. They're just matriculating the ball down the field. Let's hope the Coyotes' stamina is up for the test right here. 3 upbacks again for the Warhorses. Man in motion, number 10 for the Warhorses. Another man in motion, and no snap off yet. That man goes back to his original position. Coyotes showing run blitz again, like Pop said. Man again in motion, pitch to that man, running to the far near side of the field. Does find a lot of room, and he is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Crossing the 10, crossing the 5, and into the goal line. Touchdown Warhorses. Quick 6-0 lead for the Warhorses here.
It was just pound, and then you're going to break, and that's their mode of operandi.
That's exactly what we saw in the film. Pound, 5 yards here, 10 yards there, and then a long touchdown run. So 9:02 left in the first quarter, and the Warhorses are up 6-0 over the Uvalde Coyotes here. They're hoping to tack on the extra point for a 7-0 lead here. Field goal team is out on the field. Number 2, Sam Guardiola, the quarterback, with the hold, the snap, the kick is away, and it is down the uprights. That is good. So it's going to be 7-0 for the Warhorses, just like that, on their first drive of the game. 9:02 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're just joining us, 9:02 left to go in the first quarter. Only 3 minutes have ticked off this clock, but the Warhorses are already up 7-0. The Devine Warhorses versus the Uvalde Coyotes. So 7-0. All run plays. We did not see one pass from the Warhorses.
They do not have a strong kicker. We need to get that ball. It's going to come down about 30, 35-yard line, 30 or 25-yard line. We need to have a good run back right here.
And we had a really good special teams play against Crystal City last week with Jonathan Jimenez specifically returning a punt after a safety about 65 yards to the house. And actually, he is back to return the kick, as is Damian Rivera and number 17, Joshua Verduzco. All 3 are lined up near the 20 with Jimenez up a little bit farther back at the 15-yard line. Kick is away. Verduzco doesn't feel the punt. Lets it bounce over to Jimenez. Jimenez trying to find a hole, running over to the near side. Finds a lot of space, and that's a good return by Jimenez. Stopped at about the 45-yard line. Great starting field position for the Coyotes here.
Yes, and that's exactly what we needed. We needed a good run back. Let's see. There's some dirty laundry.
And there's a flag on the play here. I thought it was a glove. A couple of Coyotes are wearing yellow gloves here, so it did confuse me a little bit. Let's see what the call is. The referee is lining up and facing.
Sideline warning. Holding on the return by number 43 of Uvalde. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First
All right, so that is a hold on the Coyotes there. There was a sideline warning, and I guess a couple of coaches or maybe some players stepped onto the field a little too far onto the field. So 10-yard penalty for the Coyotes. They would have started at the 45, but with that penalty, they're starting at their own 21, so not good field position for the Coyotes.
No, it looks like it's on the 16.
Yeah.
And,
16-yard line. Yep.
That's right.
So two wide receivers to the near side of the field. Brody Carnes in his usual shotgun formation. Taylor Massey with a little bit of motion there before the play is run. Up the middle is Jaden Gonzalez over to about the 22-yard line. About a 2nd and 4 coming up for the Coyotes here.
That's a good play. We need to just keep pounding it. We need to give them some of their own medicine.
One of the keys to the game from Pops is sustained drives here. So that's something that they need to do, and it looks like they're off to a good start here. So 2nd down and 4 for the Coyotes. They're breaking the huddle. Jarrett Hernandez is the single wide receiver over to the far side of the field with Devin Franklin, number 5, to the near side of the field. Brody Carnes has an up back in Taylor Massey again, who's in motion again. Another handoff to Jaden Gonzalez and gets to about the 25-yard line. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Coyotes.
3rd and 1, 31. It would have been nice if we got the first down, but we need to get this one, just dive it in there.
Yeah, 7-0 right now again for the Devine Warhorses. The advantage for the Devine Warhorses. 7:57 left to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and 1 for the Coyotes at the 25-yard line. Coyotes break the huddle again, and it's going to be 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Number 1, Jonathan Jimenez, and number 5, Devin Franklin are those wide receivers. Jaden Gonzalez is the man in the backfield. Again, motion from Taylor Massey. Handoff again up the middle to Jaden Gonzalez, and I don't think he got that first down, Pops.
Nope, he didn't.
Yep, and it's 3rd down. So for 3rd down and 1 turns into a 4th down and 1, unfortunately.
Yes, it does, and it looks like number 22 is a little ding.
Yeah, number 22, and Jaden Gonzalez did miss the last game and was injured for the last half of the game before that as well. So we'll keep an eye on that for you to see if he re-enters the game. But the Coyotes are going to have to punt here. Not a particularly good start so far.
No, but let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can stop them, it's 2 yards. See if they jump in.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Or maybe it's a fake punt. Who knows? They are actually, it's a wildcat formation. Number 20, Abraham Ale is the man taking the snap. Let's see if he gets the first down. Finds a hole. Gets up the 25, to the 30, to the 35, 40, 45, 50, and gets chopped at the 50-yard line. Great run by Abraham Ale.
That's what we needed. Right there. That's what we needed. Yes. It was. They didn't know. They thought it was going to be a punt, and we caught them by surprise.
Yep, and there was a lot of running room, and that's a First State Bank first down for the Coyotes right there. What did we say after that? Cash money, right?
That's right.
Come on
cash
down.
Money. No, I was
another snap to Abraham Ale up the 50 to the 40. Oh, and he almost if he had one more tackle, if he avoided one more tackle, he would have taken that to the house.
You caught me because it was another weird formation.
It was a wildcat formation, and they stay in that. The Coyotes are staying in that wildcat formation. Ball is placed at the 38-yard line of the Warhorses. First State Bank first down again for the Coyotes.
Cash money in the First State Bank.
Cash money in the First State Bank. Abraham Ali again taking the wildcat formation. Jaden Smith is in at the up back position. Again, runs over to the near side of the field. Doesn't find as much success as he did the previous play, but still a gain of maybe about an inch. So 2nd down and 9 for the Coyotes.
We're just giving them some of their own medicine.
We are. Absolutely.
That's
Coach Wade Miller is flipping the script on them.
Yep. We're going back from the Wildcat. We're going back to but it's another Wildcat.
Well, it might as well be a Wildcat, even though a quarterback is entering the field as Chris Rodriguez, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime big number 8 comes in the field, we know that he's going to probably run it here. But the ball is placed at the 37-yard line of the Warhorses. Coyotes have the football. 6:43 left to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation for Chris Rodriguez, who takes the snap, and again, of course, he fakes the run, throws a long one to a wide open receiver, but just over the tips of him. Just overthrows him, incomplete.
We caught him. We surprised them with that one. They could not see that one coming.
Well, this drive actually started at the 16-yard line of the Coyotes. It's now at the 37-yard line of the Warhorses. So Coyotes are marching down the field. 6:37 in this first quarter. 7-0 is the score in favor of the Warhorses here. Brody Carnes is back in the game. Trips right for the Coyotes. One wide receiver to the near side of the field. Jaden Gonzalez is indeed back in the game. So he was shaken up a little little bit, but now he's back in the game and goes in motion. Makes a great block to seal the block. Oh, and almost an interception. Brody Carnes tried to find a 10 and out, but almost found a Warhorse instead. Dropped the ball, though, thankfully.
Yes, it was a good play. He had the time to throw. It just was a little off. The pass was a little off.
And a great seal block on that edge by Jaden Gonzalez there to give him some running room to do that bootleg.
Yes. It was number 28.
Number 28, Malachi Castano, actually. Malachi Castano has shown a lot of great pass blocking abilities.
He's in there.
He's still in the game. Malachi Castano is in the backfield, trips right again formation for the Coyotes. Malachi Castano in motion again, makes another similar block on the near side of the field this time. Brody Carnes again, same play, but this time almost just out of the hands of his wide receiver, number 5, Devin Franklin.
The same play, but on this side of the field, and it was designed well. Again, they ran out of real estate, and the ball was just off a little bit. He was open.
Yeah, he was open just a little bit. So it's going to be a fourth down, and that was the fourth down. That was a fourth down play. So that was a fourth down. They went for it. First down and 10 for the Warhorses here. 6:24 left in the first quarter. Ball is still at the 37-yard line, and that's where the Warhorses will begin their drive here. You hate to have the Coyotes just kind of flame out there after starting at the 16, getting it into Warhorse territory.
Yes, and they need to just buckle down and stop them right here.
Here's a handoff.
There's the first one.
Yep, there's the first run. It was the snap was under center, I formation, handoff up the middle. Did not get any running room whatsoever. Ran into a wall of Coyotes. Second down and 10 for the Warhorses here.
Yes, we need to get them in a down and long yardage situation so that they have to be forced to pass.
And that is their weakness, the pass.
That's
They still have not thrown a pass yet, from what I've seen. 6 minutes ticking down in the first quarter, 7-0 advantage. Warhorses, 3 upbacks in the backfield, almost parallel to the line of scrimmage, but not really. Toss again to number 3 of the Warhorses, Ethan Santos, and gets up to about the 42-yard line there. Tackle looked like it was made by number 65 of the Coyotes, Malachi Lara.
It's third and five. They're not going to pass. They are not. We need to stop them. We need to make sure that they don't get 1 yard, and then they're going to have to decide whether they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Well, and that's let's see if they run it to the outside. They've had some success there running it to the outside, but let's see if they do that here. Snap is again under center, and 3 upbacks in the backfield. One is in motion there. Another man in motion, number 5. Number 5 up the middle again between the tackles, and it's about a 4th down and 2 coming up at the Warhorse 45-yard line.
Yes, it's going to be 4th and 2, and they're going to go for it.
All right, 4th down and 2, 5:02 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 again. Again, 7-0 advantage Warhorses right here. Ball is placed at the 45-yard line. They are going to go for it, of course. There are 3 upbacks in the backfield again. It's a very weird formation. I'll describe it after this play. Man in motion, and there might be a false start or an offsides by the Coyotes. Let's see if it is an offsides. Offsides by the Coyotes. Going to be a first down for the Warhorses here. Pops, one of your keys was to not make mental mistakes, and that was a mental mistake here.
Yes, it was. Yeah, we got just eager to get in there and stop them from running, and it's going to cost us.
Yep.
It is going to cost us, and we need to stop them. We need to get them off the field.
4:43 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 again. 7-0 advantage Warhorses. Ball is placed at the 50, so not quite in Coyote territory just yet. They break the huddle. The Warhorses do again with this weird formation. I haven't quite seen it even in college or in the pros, but there are 3 upbacks in the backfield, 1 fullback actually, and a toss again to number 5 over to the far side of the field, trying to get upfield through the tackles. Number 5 Gabe Esquivel doesn't find any room whatsoever. 2nd down and 10.
We're solving the puzzle, Al.
Yep.
The defense is solving the puzzle. Now let's see what they do. It's the second time we've stopped them on first down with 0 yards. They're going to have to come up with some misdirection plays because we're starting to solve the puzzle.
They are, actually, absolutely. And you see a lot of substitutions from Wade Miller on that defensive line. Looks like he's trying to keep those fresh legs in there.
Yes,
so luckily,
that's very important too.
Yep, absolutely. So number 65, actually, Malachi Lada comes out. He did miss the game last week, so we're glad to see him back on the field. Same formation again for the Warhorses. A pitch to the near side of the field. Number 5 trying to find some running room. Great pursuit, and it was a false start by the Warhorses, ladies and gentlemen. Send him back. Send him back.
The tight end on this side of the field Now it's going to be really hard for them. 2nd and 15. Let's run the ball again, buddies.
Yep, behind the chains. Keep them behind the chains, ladies and gentlemen. So it's 40. The ball is placed on the 45. 2nd and 15. 3:52 left to go in the first quarter. The Warhorses are up on the Coyotes 7-0. They scored with just 3 minutes into the game at about the 9-minute mark. So here's their second possession. Let's see what they do here. It looks like the Warhorses are taking their time on the huddle here. So we're going to actually talk about the radio station a little bit. If you're looking to sponsor the Coyote Pack broadcast, feel free to reach out to Robert Miguel at 214-986-9668 or Robert at uvalderadio.net. We have a lot of opportunities beyond commercials and reading copy, of course. So reach out to us and get your name on some community-minded segments or updates. Warhorses in shotgun formation at the 45-yard line. One running back in the backfield. The quarterback takes the ball, and it's a screen. Running back screen to number 11. Number 11 has a lot of daylight ahead of him. Leapfrogs a Coyote, crosses the 40 and over to the 36-yard line for a first down on a 2nd and 15.
Wow. It was a very well-designed screen. We were just so anxious to get to the quarterback that we left that one, number 11, just wide open. First down.
Number 11, that's Luke Friesenkhan of the Devine Warhorses, and that was a beautiful a beautiful pass set up by Sam Guardiola, who really sold it, looking down the field and then turned and found number 11.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Yes, he did. That was a very good pass play.
Yep, all the Coyotes were in the backfield, so there was maybe about 2 or 3 of Coyotes who were ready to take that running back down, but not before he got a first down. So first down and 35 for the Coyotes. Again, man in motion, pitch to number 3. Number 3 cuts it upfield about to the 30-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and 5 or 6 for the Warhorses here.
It's pound and pound and pound. That's what they're going to be doing. Yep. They're going to try to pound it in there, and oops, there's a dirty laundry on the
more dirty laundry, ladies and gentlemen. That would be a cool sponsor.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know. If you're a cleaner,
UniFirst.
What's that? UniFirst.
No, we can't say.
We can't say it. Yeah, I was going to say maybe a dry cleaner or something like that.
Wait a minute, it's against us.
It's against us. It looks like it's going to be an offsides penalty.
No,
it was not an offside. Personal foul penalty. We did not see that coming. Yep, 16-yard line. That takes the Warhorses down to the 16. So an automatic first down. 3:04 ticking down in the first frame of the of this game here at the beautiful Honey Bowl. 7-0 already for the Warhorses here. First down and 10 at the 16. Pops.
It's the mental mistakes, Al.
Yep, and that's one of the keys to the game, mental mistakes. You did talk about sustained drives, and the Coyotes did on their first possession, but did not get any points. Shotgun formation again, man in motion. The the running back actually, wildcat formation, cups up to the 10, over to the 6-yard line. Good chunk of yardage, actually over to the 7-yard line, and about maybe a yard to go for that first down.
It was a sweep. It just nothing to hide. They just said, we're going to sweep this way, we're going to go this way, you stop us. And
the man in motion, that's where the ball is going. You know where the ball is going, but it's about stopping them afterwards.
That's right. They just overload the personnel on one side, and they're good at blocking. They have good blockers, and there's more blockers than defensive men, and they get the yards.
Under center is the snap. Number 2 takes the snap and hands it up to number 11, the fullback, and it gets go over to about the maybe 2 or 3 yard line. It is going to be a first down for the Warhorses. First and goal for the Warhorses here.
Yes, it is, and now they're going to pound it, and we just need to make a goal line stand. Yep. That's the bottom line. We need to keep this game close. We need to stop them, and at least just for a field goal.
Well, one of the keys to your game was get ahead, so that one is not feasible just quite yet.
No.
So we'll see what happens here. They rush to the line, the Warhorses do. Snap is off, toss to number 5, Gabe Esquivel, and runs in between the tackles to the left side of the line, but doesn't find anything. Second down and goal for the Coyotes. Here's where the goal line stand starts to happen.
There we go. Here's the goal line stand. Here's where we earn our money.
Now, number 65, Malachi Lotta is coming out of the game, and Brian Troop is coming into the game. So there, again, Coach Wade Miller trying to keep some fresh legs in there. Second down and goal for the Warhorses at the 3-yard line there. 1:23 left to go in the quarter. They are up already 7-0. Another pitch to number 5. Number 5 cuts it up and gets it into the end zone for another touchdown for the Warhorses. That is going to be a touchdown by number 5, Gabe Esquivel.
That was just another sweep. They overload the one side of the line, and they just go at you.
You know, Pops, I don't envy your job tonight because there's really not a lot to it right here. I mean, they just overload the line. There's nothing else to say about it.
That's their modus operandi, but let's see what happens. It's still early in the game.
All right, so they are going to try the tack on the extra point. The Warhorses are 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. 13-0 pending the extra point here. Snap is off, kick is away, and there's a flag on the play. So let's see if they push this ball back, and if they do.
It's unfortunately we were offsides.
And we were offsides. They might decline that penalty, or if they take it, they could try for a 2-point conversion here.
Yes.
Yep.
On the defense, that penalty declined.
Okay.
Result of the play, good try.
So the Warhorses do decline the penalty, and it is 14-0 advantage Warhorses. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer, and with me as always, Simon Pops Ortiz, your color commentator. 1:15 left to go in the first frame here, and it's all been all Warhorses all the time. It is 14-0 Warhorses, and the Warhorses are going to kick off to Uvalde for their second possession here. Critical drive for the Coyotes here, especially with how easily the Warhorses have got up and down the field. Kick is away over to Joshua Verduzco at the 20-yard line. He takes it to the center of the field, trying to find some space, is held up at about the 24-yard line, and that's where the Coyotes will start their second possession of the game here.
It's still early in the game, Al. I think we still have. There's plenty of time.
Absolutely.
There's plenty of time. We just need to drive it down the field and make some good plays.
Yeah, and they have, and like you said in the first drive, Coach Miller kind of flipped the script here. I haven't seen, there was maybe 2 passes to end that first drive. One was to, try to get a 4th down conversion, but most of it was all runs.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And, he realizes that we need to keep the offense on the field and keep these guys off the field.
Yeah, and then that's crucial for this defense, especially with the defensive line, because, we want some fresh legs in there. We don't want them to get too tired. Brody Carnes scanning the defense in his usual shotgun formation. A man in motion, that's Jaden Gonzalez, the running back. Snap is off, and Brody Carnes is going to get a little pressure and then comes over to the near side of the field, looking downfield, and throws to the dump off, and it is a pass interference on the defense there. Wasn't complete, but a little handsy there by that cornerback.
He was on top of number 1, Jaden.
That's Güero Torres of the Warhorses. Our number 1 is Jonathan Jimenez.
Well, their number 1 got on top of our number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's going to be a pass interference, spot foul, and automatic first down, First State Bank. First down, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
Ball is going to be placed at the 27-yard line. Come on, baby. Yeah. Judge Bill Mitchell with that first down right there, pumping some energy into this crowd here. We need some of that. We need the Coyotes to come back here.
We are going to answer. You just wait.
All right, let's see. We are optimistic here. Jared Hernandez over to the far side of the field. 2 wide receivers over to our side near the press box. 22 is in the game again. Jaden Gonzalez. Fake handoff. End around to Jonathan Jimenez, who finds some daylight. Crosses over to the 30 and finds the sideline. 40, 45, 50, and crosses into Warhorse territory, knocking on that door, baby. And the 49-yard line is where they will officially spot the ball. First down. First State Bank, first down.
First State Bank, first down. You know what? These Devine Warhorses, they're big and they're strong. Mm-hmm. But they're not very quick and fast.
And Coach Wade Miller did exploit that there with that end-around jet sweep to Jonathan Jimenez, our fastest guy, in my opinion, quickest at least. All right, so the first down for the Coyotes. The ball is placed at the 50-yard line, knocking on the door of Warhorse territory. 49 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 14-0 for the Warhorse. The snap is away. Handoff is to Jaden Gonzalez, who crosses up to about the 47-yard line, and that's going to be about a 2nd down and 7 for for the Coyotes.
2nd and 7, and we're past the midfield. We're in their side of the field. Let's keep going.
And the Coyotes were in Warhorse territory in their last drive, but the drive stalled at the 37-yard line. Let's see if they can muster up something here. 25 seconds left. If the Coyotes are going to get a playoff, they need to do it right now. 21 seconds left in the quarter. 14-0 advantage Warhorses here. Brody Carnes scanning the defense once more. 2 wide receivers closer over to the visitors' side of the field. Man in motion is Taylor Massey. Fake handoff to Ale. Throws over to the sideline to number 0, Jared Hernandez, who finds the first down and gets up to about the 35-yard line. That was amazing.
First down.
First date bank first down.
First date bank first down. And you know what? We keep rolling.
Yep, we keep rolling, and these are just like maybe dink and dunk pass. They haven't gone. They've only gone far one time, but they're sustaining.
They're sustaining, and we're keeping their offense off the line.
Yep, and that's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for the first frame. The score is 14-0 Warhorses. We'll be back after this commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. It is the start of the second quarter, and the Warhorses are on defense. Coyotes are on offense, driving down, hoping to get some points to get back into this game. Right now, it's 14-0 advantage Warhorses. Shotgun snap to Brody Carnes, and he gets a whole lot of daylight and crosses to the 20. It looked like he was going to pitch the ball to the outside to his running back, but decided to keep it for a large chunk over to the Warhorses' 21-yard line.
It was an option play, and they just gave him the whole field. He could have grazed just all the way, but a very good play. We're on the 21-yard line.
Great instincts by Brody Carnes there to kind of keep the ball. I mean, there was nothing but daylight except for maybe one Warhorse. He did get taken down at the 21-yard line. First State Bank first down for the Coyotes here. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Devin Franklin to the far side. Another similar play, but this time to the other side of the field. Pitch is over to Abraham Ale. There's a flag on the field, and Ale gets up close to the 16-yard line. That might be coming back, Pops.
Yes, it's right in the area where there's holding, so let's hope it's not, but let's see.
All right, well, let's see.
Holding on the offense, number 47.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
It is holding against us. Again, mental. The only thing is it's still first down. So we need to just come back and get 8, 7, 6 yards so to make it manageable.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. And you're right. I mean, right now it is a second down and about 20 here for the Coyotes. Ball is placed at the 31-yard line. Actually, first down and 20 for the Coyotes here. Thank you, Pops, for holding up that number 1 digit. You always have my back. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Devin Franklin to the far side. Jaden Gonzalez is the running back with Brody Carnes, and there's a handoff, a jet sweep to Jonathan Jimenez, who crosses up to close to the 20-yard line, almost to the original line of scrimmage, about a 9-yard run by Jonathan Jimenez.
Manageable, Al. Now it's manageable.
Yep.
Now we have 2 more downs to get the 11 yards, and we can do that. It's just, don't make those mental errors.
It's like you're looking into a crystal ball here, Pop. Second down, 11, 10:57 left to go in the first half right now. 14-0 is the score, and the Warhorses are up on the Coyotes. Ball is at about the 22-yard line. Again, second down and 11. The Warhorses are kind of taking their time. They don't run a hurry up right here. They just they huddle up, they get their ducks in a row, and then they get to the line of scrimmage. Rare shotgun formation for the Warhorses here. Man in motion. Snap is away, actually, The throw is over to the far, and it's almost intercepted by the Warhorses.
No.
There is no. They're calling it an interception. Brody Carnes.
He didn't have the feet down.
Yeah.
He didn't have the feet down.
Yeah. That was not. I'm so sorry. You know, and actually, when I was calling that play, I accidentally said Warhorses, but the Coyotes had the football there, and Brody Carnes took a 2-step drop back, threw it to the corner of the end zone, and found a defender for the Warhorses. So the official ruling.
He landed on outside of the end zone.
It did look like he landed outside of the end zone, but be that as it may, the official call is interception. So turnover by the Coyotes. I agree, Pops. That was not. He did not stay in the field of play there.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He maybe the shoulder hitting the line of the back of the goal line, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But I mean, we can speculate all we want to, but it's first down nonetheless for the Warhorses here at their 20-yard line, their own 20-yard line. 10:23 left to go in the half. Snap is away to their quarterback, the Warhorses, and there's a rare rainbow to nobody in particular, and that speaks to their weakness of the passing game, Pops.
Yes, I mean there was nobody near that pass. It's just they are just a running team.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, he threw it deep. It landed at the 50-yard line. The closest wide receiver was on the far side of the field on the 45-yard line. So there is a penalty by the Coyotes here. So the ball is going to be taken up to about the 30-yard line. Pops, did you spot what exactly that was?
I did not see what it was.
Well, it was a 10-yard penalty nonetheless. So it might have been I don't want to speculate what it was, but it was enough for a 10-yard penalty and a first down for the Warhorses. 30-yard line, where the ball is spotted. 10-12 left to go in the half. 14-0 Warhorses. Coyotes on defense after a turnover by Brody Carnes, an interception that we don't think was an interception. I'll get to that in a second. Quarterback takes the snap and runs over to the near side of the field and gets a little bit of running room up to about the 36-yard line. A third down and about 4 is coming up for the Warhorses.
A very rare RPO. He faked the handoff down to a dive, and then he kept the ball and went to the outside.
Check that. Second down and 4 for the Warhorses here. 9:47 left to go in the first half. Again, Warhorses are up 14-0, and all they've done, I can count on one hand how many times they have passed the ball here. It's been all running all the time, living up to their Warhorse name, just pounding the ball. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Shotgun formation. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Warhorses here. Moving back 5 yards. Moving back, and that's it.
It's going to be 2nd and 9 now.
Yep, 2nd and 9. Behind the chains.
We've got some refs that are very laundry happy.
Let's hope that's not the case the rest of the game. Stop, start. But you know what? Maybe that might be a good thing for the Coyotes, because once the Warhorses get into that running rhythm, it's kind of hard to stop them a little bit.
A little bit. But you know what? They're trying new things now, because we've stopped their little dive pitch outs.
Yeah, and we even saw that during the second drive of the Warhorses there. The Coyotes were starting to figure that out in the middle of their line, their defensive line. 9:26 left to go in the half. 14-0 Warhorses. 3 running backs in the backfield, up backs actually. Snap is off for the Warhorses, and the quarterback throws a deep ball to the sideline to about the 50-yard line, and it's going to be a pass interference on number 30 of the Coyotes there, Daniel Chapa. I mean, that was a ticky-tack call.
Very ticky. They love that laundry. They just love that laundry.
Yeah, let them play.
Yeah.
Let them play. There was very little contact there. Very little contact.
But they're the refs.
Yeah.
So you got to respect that. So we're just gonna have to see what they're gonna do.
All right, so the refs are conferring there. Not sure exactly what they're conferring about, and we don't know where they're going to. Let's see what he says.
Hands to the face, number 21, defense. That penalty is declined. Pass interference on the defense. That penalty is accepted. 15-yard penalty, first down.
All right, so it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Again, that was hands to the face by number 21, Justin Rendon. They declined that penalty, the Warhorses did, and now they're going to accept the penalty, the second penalty by the Coyotes, by number 30, Daniel Chapa, of pass interference. 15-yard penalty. Ball is now spotted at the 46-yard line. That was a big chunk of yards to move them up, Pops.
Yes, it is. But we just need to toughen up and stop them.
All right, 9:16 left to go in the first half here at 14-0 Warhorses, again with a similar formation of 3 upbacks in the backfield. Snap is off, and a misdirection play to number 3. Number 3 has all the time all the running room in the world. Crosses the 20, crosses the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Warhorses for the 3rd rushing touchdown of the day for Devine, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it's bend, and then we're gonna break you.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. That was a really well designed play there. What happened was there was a man in motion, a fake jet sweep, and then a handoff to the running back. It was a trap play actually, and he ran it in between the tackles and found all the running room to the far side of the field and into the end zone untouched. That makes it 20-0 Warhorses. 9:05 left to go in the half here at the Honey Bowl. It might be 21-0. Let's see what the extra point holds for us, and the kick is away down the middle again, as the last two did. 21-0 is the official score. 9:05 left to go in the first half. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with a salesman today.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. 9:05 left to go in the first half. 21-0 Warhorses. If you're just joining us, this game might get out of hand a little bit if the Coyotes don't do anything on this drive. Let's see if they can find a silver lining in what has been a very, very tough game for the Coyotes here at the Honey Bowl.
They will find the answer. I think they're going to go down there and get some points. Let's see if that happens.
Okay, well, let's see if you're right, Pums. Let's see if you have that Tony Romo crystal ball in you. Ball is placed for the Warhorses kickoff team at the 40-yard line. Kick is launched over to number 10 of the Coyotes, who crosses up over to the 15-yard line, doesn't find nothing else. So the ball is placed at the 26-yard line. My apologies there. That's where the Coyotes are going to start this drive, and let's see if they can tack on some points. And that the person who was running the ball, the player who was running the ball, is number 10, Damian Rivera, by the way.
Just chunk yards. That's all we need. Chunk yards, move the chains, go downfield, get 7.
Well, so let me ask you this, Pop. So in the first drive for the Coyotes, Coach Wade Miller was giving the Warhorses a taste of their own medicine, running almost every down. Are they at the stage to start passing and start relying on that arm of Brody Carnes?
No, they need to keep doing both things.
Okay.
They need to keep
balance,
because if not, they're going to start just blitzing and trying to.
Let's see what Brody Carnes does here. Handoff to Jaden Gonzalez. They do run another running play. Jaden Gonzalez, with all his might, crosses up to the 31-yard line. It's going to be second down and about 7 for the Coyotes here.
Let's keep going. We need to mix it up. We need to run and pass. Keep them guessing.
8:37 left to go in the half. 21-0 Warhorses. Ball is at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 6 officially for the Coyotes. Coyotes break the huddle. Head up to the line of scrimmage. Jarrett Hernandez is the closest receiver, single receiver to the press box. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field, and 1 running back and 1 up back as always for Brody Carnes, who is not surprisingly in the shotgun formation as always. Snap is away. Fake handoff, passes over to the near side to Jarrett Hernandez, who tries to get up to about the 37-yard line, and that's a first aid. No, actually, they're almost close. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Wait a minute. This guy's supposed to do it, and the other one is
describe what's happening, Pops.
Okay, the referee on this side should be the one. Yes. See, they gave it to him.
Okay, so what Pops is saying is that the referee on the near side of the field, and the closest to the play, should be the one spotting the ball. And he wasn't at first, then he did. So now it's a first down for the Coyotes at the 37-yard line. First state bank first down. 1 up back in the backfield, 1 number 22, Jaden Gonzalez gets the ball and gets up the middle, churns his feet over to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Coyotes upcoming.
we are just pounding it like they did.
Yep.
We're pounding it, and then we mix it up with a little pass, and they're just guessing.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And it looks like the Coyotes are starting to get some confidence here. 2nd and 5, 7:28 left to go in the half. Let's see if the Coyotes get that first score to try to get some momentum going into the half. They're down 21-0 right now. Ball is at the 42-yard line of the Coyotes. They're in their own territory. Brody Carnes throws the ball to the near side of the field. Similar play to 2 plays ago to Jaden Gonzalez, who makes a nice move, nifty move, up to about the 45-yard line into Warhorse territory. Another First State Bank first down. Coyotes are rolling. Coyotes are rolling, baby.
First down, baby. First down. You know what? We are doing that. If they can't solve the play, let's do it. Let's keep doing it.
Yep, and it was a similar play. It was a snap for Brody Carnes. Brody Carnes sneaks a little bit to the near side of the field to an out route by Jared Hernandez. 2 plays out of 3 that they ran that same play. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Another man in motion. Snap is off. Fake handoff to Malachi Castano, and again same play. Jared Hernandez up to about the 36-yard line, making more nifty moves and showing a little bit of power there to get extra yardage.
There you go. We ran basically the same play, and now they call a timeout because they're not solving.
They're on their heels. The Warhorses are on their heels. Here come the Coyotes, ladies and gentlemen. 6:34 left to go in the half. Coyotes are rolling 21-0 advantage. Devine actually, but the Coyotes are rolling and trying to get some points before they enter the half. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker.
So on the flip side of that timeout, ladies and gentlemen, the Coyotes are rolling, and it's 2nd down and 3. They have ran the similar play, an out route to Jared Hernandez, a play action pass over to the out route to Jared Hernandez, and he's gotten 3 plays of great yardage. 2nd down and 3. Ball is at the 37-yard line of the Warhorses. Coyotes take the snap. Brody Carnes flushed out of the pocket, trying to find a man downfield, throws it deep, and it's a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be a defensive pass interference. Let's see. I mean, there's a protest, of course, by the Warhorse defensive back, but I think it's going to be pass interference.
Pass interference on. Let's see what the ref says. Let's see.
Yeah. So the refs.
On the defense, number 3.
Perfect.
10-yard penalty.
Holding on the defense, 10-yard penalty. First State Bank first down, ladies and gentlemen. First State Bank first down for the Coyotes.
And we're driving.
Yep, we are driving. In fact, that is the deepest into Warhorse territory that the Coyotes have gotten all night. So if they are going to tack on their first points of the game before the half, this is it. This is the golden opportunity. So first down for the Coyotes at the 27-yard line of the Warhorses. They are 7 yards away from the red zone and 27 yards away from a touchdown. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. 1 wide receiver closest. That's Quentin Gant for the Coyotes. The single wide receiver over closest to the press box. Taylor Massey again a little bit in motion. Handoff to Malachi Castano, who gets stuffed at about the line of scrimmage. He did not gain. I thought he lost for a 2nd down and 10 for the Coyotes.
It was, they were just right there, ready for him.
Yep.
It didn't work. Let's try something else.
Yep. So actually, Malachi is coming out of the game. Abraham Ale comes into the game. Taylor Massey also coming out, the H-back for the Coyotes. 2nd down and 10, 6:03. The clock is ticking. The Coyotes' opportunity to score is now. 2 wide receivers, far side of the field. That is Devin Franklin, number 5, and Jonathan Jimenez, number 1, to the far side of the field. Jared Hernandez closest to us. Another handoff. That's to Ale. Similar play, similar result. Only about a 1-yard gain. 3rd down and 9 for the Coyotes coming up.
It's 2-down territory, Al. We need to get 5 or 6 yards and get it close so that we can get the first down.
Well, they need to do it now. It's 5:36. The clock is still running. The time is running out for the Coyotes to get some momentum before they take a halftime break here. 3rd down and 9 for the Coyotes. Ball is at the 26-yard line. Again, 21-0 Warhorses here. All Warhorses, all Devine here at the famous Honey Bowl. Shotgun formation for the Coyotes, 2 wide receivers again to the far side of the field, 1 wide receiver to the near side. The running back is Ale, who gets the pitch from Carnes and runs up the field, cuts up the field, and finds a lot of real estate over to the 10-yard line, trying to get into the end zone, and with all his might, tries to squeak in, and it is not a touchdown. It stopped at the 1-yard line. I thought he got in. Almost got in, baby.
He was determined. I am going to get in there. I'm going to get in there. 1 yard.
Yep, First State Bank first down for the Coyotes. First and goal for the Coyotes. 5:01 left in the half. If they score here, the defense needs to stop them because they need to get the momentum that they need.
No, we need to not only stop them, but then score again.
Yeah, and then score again. Pour on the points. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if the Coyotes get on the board for the first time today. 21-0 Warhorses. 4:44 left to go in the game, in the half. Snap is off, and a fake from Chris Rodriguez to Jonathan Jimenez, and a touchdown for the Coyotes as he crosses the goal line behind his left tackle. Great piece of running by Chris.
Yes. We just fooled him. It was a fake dive. Everybody went that way, and Chris just walked in.
Yep, absolutely. When you have a Jonathan Jimenez, obviously the Warhorses they have seen film on Jonathan Jimenez, so there was a little shift to the side where he was motioning, and then Chris Rodriguez goes the opposite way for the score, ladies and gentlemen. 21-6. The extra point is upcoming. Number 80, Sebastian Avila, and the kick is blocked, and the ball is still in play, and the ball is actually still in play. I thought it was going to go out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds. Luckily, it goes out of bounds because that could have been scooped up by the Warhorses for a 2-point conversion on their side.
Yes, 21-6.
21-6. Just like that, the Coyotes score, and just like that, they followed up with a blocked extra point. So 21-6 for the Advantage Warhorses. We're going to take a quick commercial break while the special teams units come on the field. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Texas Farm Store backs the pack. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years at 236 East Nepal. Stop by for everything you need. Feed, seed, lawn and garden, animal health, custom mixing and grinding, tack, herbicides, pesticides, and even wild game feeders. At Texas Farm Store, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you with all your needs. Delivery is available. Please call for more information, 830-278-3713. And find Texas Farm Store online at txfarmstore.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. The good news is the Coyotes scored their first points of the game with 4:37 left to go in the half. The bad news, the extra point was blocked. 21-6 Advantage Warhorses. The Coyotes are fanning out on their kickoff team. Ball is placed at the 40-yard line. 2 Warhorses back to receive the kick at about the 5-yard line. Kick is away, and it's a booming kick over to the 5-yard line. Takes a Coyote bounce to about the 3. Scooped up by the Warhorses. The Warhorses trying to find a little bit of daylight, but do not. Great tackle by the special teams unit. That is number 88. Number 29 of the Coyotes, Gabriel Loralde, with the body slam.
That was awesome. It was one-on-one. There's nobody near both of those players within 10 yards, and he was able to corral.
Oh, yeah. Open field tackle. Beautiful open field tackle. When I say it was a body slam, it was a body slam.
It was a body slam. Let's see what happens here. We need to stop them, and we need to get the ball back.
Yeah, and they're in great position to do so because the ball is placed at about the 15-yard line for the Warhorses. First down and 10. 4:30 left to go in the half. 21-6. Warhorses are up on the Coyotes here in the beautiful Honey Bowl. Snap is away, handoff to the fullback, who does find the middle of the defense and finds the back part of the defense and might go all the way, actually. There's nobody to beat. Let's see if somebody catches up to him, crossing the 30 to the 25-yard line. Great hustle there by number 6 of the Coyotes, and that's Elijah Carroll, the safety. He looked like he was about to go all the way, and Carroll gets over from the other side of the field and tackles him at the Coyote 25-yard line, but was a huge gain there.
Huge gain, huge, and we need to stop them right here. We need to just, it's just knowing that you need to create a pile so that they can't get through that line.
Yeah, and there was another misdirection play that allowed the fullback to get into the middle of the defense, and then from there he just made a move and got into the back end of the defense there. So first down and 10 for the Warhorses at the 25-yard line of the Coyotes. A pitch to number 3. Number 3 doesn't find any much running room, and it doesn't get any running room, actually. No. It is no gain. Second down and 10 for the Warhorses.
They went to the play that we haven't solved yet, and that's that little trap play.
Yeah, and they did, and they got nothing.
Yep.
They got nothing. So maybe that's a sign of things to come here, but they need to do something here in order to not get down even more. So it's 3:36 the clock is ticking right now for the Warhorses to try to punch in some more points into the half. If the Coyotes stop them, they will. They do have maybe 2 timeouts left. They do have 2 timeouts left. So if they do stop them, they do have some room to work with here to get some points before the half.
There's that trap.
There's another trap. Another handoff up the middle. Number 3 evades a tackler. Justin Rendon diving for him, but does not get him. So it dives into the end zone, does the running back, and that's another touchdown for the Devine Warhorses.
It was that trap. We have not solved it. We have not solved that trap. Yep. That's how they got that long play, and that's how they got the touchdown.
Yep. And when Pop says trap, I mean we're talking a fake handoff that looks like it's going to be a jet sweep, and then a handoff up the middle to another running back. So it kind of freezes the linebackers and freezes them. It does for these Coyotes because there was that soft middle of the defense that the fullback found, and then just turned up the Jets across the sideline. So let's see if they can tack on the extra point. Kick is away, and again, just like the last 3 down the middle, that makes it 28-6 advantage Warhorses. 3:10 left to go in the half. Stick with us. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit UvaldeRealty.com.
You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. Now we are on the flip side of the commercial break, and you know what? We're a little down, but we're not out. It's 3:10 left to go in the half. 28-6. Warhorses are up. The Coyotes have been down by this much, maybe 1 point because 1 point more, just because they missed the extra point the Coyotes did when they scored their touchdown. But it is 28-6. Let's see if the Coyotes. They have plenty of time. 3:10 left. 2 timeouts.
Yes, and we get the ball back at the start of the second half.
That's true.
So we need to just see what we can do right here.
Yeah, let's see if they can get the kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, get 1 touchdown, and let the clock run out, go into the half, and then get the ball back and score again. So it's not over by any means. Fair catch on the kickoff return. Fumbles the ball, does the Coyote returner, but jumps on it just as soon as he dropped it. So they kind of avoided a little bit of a catastrophe there, Pops.
Yes, we did. But he fell back on it, and we have the ball.
Yeah, great awareness by that return man. And we call him a return man, but he's in the second line of that kickoff return, so he's not used to the ball coming his way. Did call a fair catch, bobbled it, fell onto the ground, jumped on it. So now the Coyotes have the ball at the 32-yard line. Good field position, though.
Very good field, and we need to just take it downfield. Now let's air it out a little bit.
Okay, let's air it out. Let's see if they do indeed. I mean, Brody Carnes has the arm for exactly that. 3:09 left to go in the half. 28-6. Warhorses are up on the Coyotes here at the beautiful Honey Bowl in the honey capital of the world. Brody Carnes in shotgun formation sends his running back in motion. Can't see who the running back is. It's actually 22, Jaden Gonzalez. Brody Carnes runs to the near side of the field, flushes he throws it over to his wide receiver at the 45-yard line. Wide receiver bobbles the ball, and it was almost an interception after he bobbled it, but incomplete nonetheless.
Incomplete. Just a couple of seconds off the clock. Let's see what we can do here on second down.
Clock does stop with that incompletion, so 3:01 left to go in the half. The Coyotes still have the ball at their own 32-yard line. 2nd down and 10 for the Coyotes here. They need a score here because after they score, and if they go into the half, they get the ball back after the half. So they can get a 2-for-1 here if they execute. Let's see what happens. 2 wide receivers on both sides of the field. Brody Carnes again looking and scanning the defense. Takes the snap. No step, drop back. Throws it to the far side of the field. And it was in the hands of a receiver. That's Devin Franklin, but he dropped it there.
It was right on his hands. He just he took his eyes off the ball.
I think he was trying to get that yards after the catch there because they want to score. They're so eager to score yards after the catch. Took his eyes off the ball there.
Just have to keep focusing, and we can do this. They can do this. 3rd down and 10. Let's get some yards here.
2:56 left to go in the half. Pops, if they do get a manageable 4th down here, would you go for it?
No, I would kick it off I would punt it, so that it would be a lot farther for them to try to get it.
All right, well, let's see what they do here. Hopefully it won't have to come to that. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. It's going to be another pitch to the near side of the field to Abraham Ale, who turns upfield but doesn't get a lot. It is going to be 4th down and 5, but I don't know if they are going to go for it here.
Well, let's see what coach decides. It's 4th and 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good play call. A good play call. They did get a 4th down and manageable, so let's see if they try to capitalize there. Number 88, Augie Aviles coming in to the game, substituting for Brian Lee here. It's going to be 22-27 left to go in the half. Coyotes are going to go for it. Pops, you're nodding your head emphatically.
Yes. I mean, come on. We're down 28-6. Let's just air it out. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Let's try it.
Let's see. Nothing to lose here for the Coyotes. That's the approach they're taking at least. Shotgun is away. Snap is away. Brody Carnes finding a lot of space to run, slides at the 50, and it is a 1st down. And they convert on that crucial 4th and 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, they did. Let's air it out.
All right.
Come on.
It's
let's
time
do it.
to air it out. That's a
It's
First State
206.
Bank 1st down. If you didn't hear the legendary Judge Mitchell announce it over the PA system, you're hearing it here. It is a First State Bank 1st down at the 49-yard line for the Coyotes. 2:01 left to go. I think the crowd is just starting to get a little excited. They're starting to get a little bit into it. It looks like the Coyotes have something here. They did score on their last drive. Let's see if they can duplicate that here. Man in motion. That's the running back, Abraham Ale. Brody Carnes takes the snap, throws it to the near side of the field to Jarrett Hernandez, who's met immediately
at the 45.
The Jonathan Jimenez is met immediately by that defensive back at the 45-yard line.
What is it? 2nd and 5?
2nd and 5.
133 left. 132. We're gonna go down there and score. You just watch.
Okay, 128, 127, and it's a timeout. Not sure who called it. It's probably the Uvalde Coyotes. Why would the Warhorses call that timeout? You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Tune in to Chamber Picks, the long-awaited reboot to the program where Uvalde football fans get together to talk about football. Each week, the Chamber Picks panel of forecasters try to predict the winner of a select number of football games. Join host J. Allen Carnes every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Brought to you by Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center and LMG Productions. For more information, visit uvalde.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. We're broadcasting live from the Honey Bowl in North Uvalde, Texas. And the Coyotes are down 28-6 to the Devine Warhorses. 1:28 left to go in the half. They have the ball, the Coyotes do, at the 45-yard line of the Warhorses. So they are driving. They're trying to chip away at that lead before we go into halftime. Empty backfield, and in one snap to Brody Carnes, throws over to the near side of the field to number 10, who drops the ball, and that was Damian Rivera there. Would have been a 1st down, but it's 3rd down and 4 for the Coyotes coming up.
It was a tad too strong, the throw was, and a little far ahead of him.
Yeah, my apologies for getting my tongue tied there. I'm just excited. I'm ready to see the Coyotes score here. My apologies. I will be a little more succinct there. I mean, again, we just need to see the Coyotes score here so we can chip away at that lead. 1:23 left to go. Clock stops with that incompletion. 3rd down and about 4 for the Coyotes. 28-6. Again, the Warhorses are up 28-6. All touchdowns have been rushing touchdowns for the Warhorses. One running back in the backfield with Brody Carnes, who takes the snap. Another pitch out to Abraham Ale, who loses about 3 yards. It's going to be 4th and 7 coming up. What a deflating play for the Coyotes there. But Pops,
let's go. Let's do it. Let's air it out. Come on now.
You've been calling for them to air it out, so I mean, if you're gonna do it here. 3rd down and 7. 1:03 left to go. Clock is ticking away, and a timeout is called by the Coyotes again. Their last timeout of the half. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. We'll be back.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. The situation right now is not dire. We have optimism. It's 28-6 for the Warhorses are up on the Coyotes. 1:03 left to go in the half. Coyotes have the ball at the 49-yard line. 4th and 7 for the Coyotes. Man is in motion. It's a crucial 4th down. Brody Carnes rolls over to his right side, throws it over, and not an incomplete pass. Trying to find a receiver at about the 37-yard line. Incomplete, and that's now the Warhorses are going to take over. Let's hope they don't score here.
56.9 seconds left. We need to just hold them.
Bear down.
They're not going to try to pass. They're going to try to run, and we just need to make sure that they don't get out into the open secondary.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what they've been doing. They get into that middle of the defense, they make a move, and then it's a foot race. Almost every touchdown that they've had so far. So 56.9 left to go in the half. 28-6. Warhorses are on top. 1st down at their own 48-yard line, knocking already on the door of Coyotes territory. But that's where they got the ball after the turnover on downs from the Coyotes. Trips right for the Warhorses here. They're in shotgun formation, a rarity in this game. Snap is away, rolling over to the near side of the field, and throws a deep ball to a wide open receiver, but just out of reach of that receiver. Incomplete pass. 2nd down coming up for the Warhorses.
He was out of bounds. That's why the ref threw his flag off. I mean his hat off.
Mm-hmm.
But
so if he caught the ball, that would have been a flag.
That's right.
Yeah. If you go out of bounds, you cannot be the first person to touch that ball, or it is illegal. It is an illegal touching penalty. So 50.8 seconds to go. With that incompletion, the clock does stop here. 28-6. Warhorses on top here in the Honey Bowl in North Uvalde, Texas. The beautiful Uvalde, Texas.
They are trying to pass.
Yep, they are. They're not running out the clock here. They have 2 timeouts left. The Coyotes have 0 timeouts left. But they have 2 timeouts at their disposal. So let's see if they'll get into a situation where they have to use them. 2nd down and 10. Snap is away. Hand off to the running back, who tries to turn the corner, cuts it back upfield, reverses position, but gets back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, no, 2-yard gain into Coyote territory at the 49-yard line there. 3rd down and 7 coming up.
And they call the timeout.
All right, timeout. That stops the clock at 38.2 seconds to go. 28-6, advantage Warhorses. 3rd down and 7. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. Stick with us.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
My apologies here, ladies and gentlemen. Before we took a quick commercial break, I did say that the Warhorses have 2 timeouts. I was looking at the wrong part of the scoreboard there. It is 0 timeouts for the Warhorses here. So whatever they put together on this drive, they're going to have to hurry up here from here on out. Trips right for the Warhorses. Shotgun formation again. We haven't seen them do that very often all game. So the snap is bobbled when the snap was off. The quarterback picks up the ball and finds a wide open wide receiver, but he drops the ball at the 40-yard line. A great hit by Juve Esparza immediately when the ball gets into the hands and pops out of that wide receiver for the Warhorses.
They, they're not used to catching the ball, and he dropped the ball before he was hit, so it wasn't like it was going to be caught.
Yeah, 31.5 seconds left to go here. It was an incomplete pass, so the clock does stop. 28-6, Warhorses on the war path to a touchdown here, but no, they are going to go for it. They're going to punt the ball with 4th and 7, actually facing a 4th and 7. So let's see if we can get a good return here. Damian Rivera back to get the ball after the punt. Kick is away. And Damian Rivera trying to chase it down. It's a directional punt. Takes a bounce in favor of the Warhorses, slightly in favor of the Warhorses. Ball is down at the 13-yard line. 22.7 seconds left to go in the half here. We're going to take just a 30-second break. We'll be right back. Coyotes are down 28-6. 22 seconds left to go in the half. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. While we were away, the play was run, but you didn't miss much. It was a knee by the Coyotes who got the ball back after a punt by the Warhorses. So that is going to run out the clock. It was 28-6, the score as of right now, going into the half in favor of the Warhorses. Stick with us. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go into our halftime show, the Medina Electric Cooperative halftime show. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
The Uvalde High School class of 1972 is celebrating 50 years. Join them for food, fun, frolic, and dance. Friday, September 23rd, cheer on your Uvalde Coyotes in the class of 72 section at the Honey Bowl. BYOB after game socializing till midnight at the home of Rebecca Riojas Cruz. Then Saturday, September 24th, the class reunion from 5 p.m. to 12 midnight at the American Legion Hall, Post 479. Dance from 7 to 11 p.m. with class pictures at 9 p.m. The Uvalde High School class of 1972, celebrating 50 years this weekend.
Uvalde Radio, winner 2021 Texas Internet Radio Chart Best Internet Radio Station. Finalist 2021 Texas Country Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. And finalist 2022 Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. Uvalde Radio, redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas.
I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
The most Texas country and red dirt, plus the best of Nashville from 90s to now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, going out of style. I was thinking out of style to stay out of
Uvalde Radio.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams, invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality, comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The best mix of country plus community information for Uvalde, Texas.
Uvalde Radio.
It's time for the Medina Electric Halftime Show. Medina Electric Cooperative, built by this community over 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. Proud to be part of this community and to continue to serve beyond the power lines. And now your hosts, Simon and Al Ortiz, on your home for Coyotes football, UvaldeRadio.net.
It's the Medina Electric Cooperative Halftime Show, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I hate to break the silence here in the press box. We're all kind of sitting and kind of marinating on what happened that first half. You know, it's you know, we thought, you and I talked about in the pregame, you know,
Yes.
that we could match up with this team. You
Yes,
know,
we can.
they don't have a fast defense. We have fast wide receivers. We have, you know, the 28-6 score is somewhat surprising here, in my opinion. And call it bias, all that good stuff. But, you know, I mean, it's not, for me, it did not think that it was going to be 28-6 going into half.
Well, aside from us being homers,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, aside from us being homers,
yes,
of course.
we
yeah.
did move the ball down the field.
We did.
And-
You did
and-
talk about sustaining drives as one of the keys to the game in the pregame, right?
But you know, the thing is that the mental mistakes, we need to work on getting those eliminated. And you know what? That helped them down the road. I mean, there was pass interference, there was holding, there was just, you know, all these penalties that just, you know, when you give a team, a good team like the Devine Warhorses, some chances with your penalties and your mental lapses, you know, this is what happens.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, the homer in me also thinks that the referees, they threw a lot of laundry out there, right? I mean, you have referee crews that, you know, let them play. You have referee crews that throw, you know, flags, ticky-tack calls, you know, in the backfield and whatnot. And then you have, obviously, the down the middle referees. This one is kind of trending towards the quick throwing of the yellow laundry there.
You know, that did happen, but you have to adjust to it.
Yeah.
You have to adjust. The kids need to adjust and say, okay, we have some referees that are going to be very, very strict, so we need to adjust to that.
Oh.
And we didn't do it, so you know that's why we're down 28-6. But you know what? We get the ball first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
And
We do.
We
Yeah.
go downfield. We get some points.
Yep.
You never know what it's going to happen.
Silver lining, silver lining. Maybe at the end of the game we'll have a little bit noisier press box here. You know, we have Judge Mitchell over here. He's giving the thumbs up right there. We're ready. We're ready to go. You have the honorable Judge Mitchell over here. You have the legendary James Volz from the Uvalde Leader News in the press box as well. We have a lot of leaders here in this press box, and we're ready to see the Coyotes march down that field. And you know, maybe be a different complexion in the second half.
They now know what they have to do, and we get the ball first.
Yeah.
We get the ball first, and we just need to keep focused. Remember, we need to go into our break, into our what do you call it? The open date with a positive attitude. And if we have a good positive second half, we'll go in there, regardless of what the score will be. If we play well this second half, we'll be ready for district.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Popsy, you talk about the keys to the game in the pregame show. One was get ahead. They did not do that. Sustained drives. They did that towards the end of the first half. And then no turnovers or no mental mistakes. They did have mental mistakes. They did have one turnover. It was that Brody Carnes pass in the back of the end zone that was ruled an interception that we didn't really think was an interception. It was in the back of the end zone. We didn't think that foot got down.
No, it didn't. And they say that there is going to be some film, and I just, I'd love to give thanks to Coach Miller because he has given me access to some film, and I am going to be very anxious to look at that film because of course, we're way up here. And we can't say that we have eagle eyes, but it didn't look like the young man had come down on inbounds.
I certainly didn't have eagle eyes there when I gave that false statement about the timeouts there. I did say that the Devine Warhorses had 2 timeouts, but they had 0 timeouts at the time. Luckily, I was corrected, so we got that straightened out there. And when I talked about the leaders in the press box, I forgot to mention my man right here, Mario Rangel, who's been the sound man extraordinaire here for the stadium. Put together a great pregame, a lot of logistics. I just wanted to say salute to you, sir. Yeah, he's fiddling around with his sound machines over there. It looks like spaghetti, looks like a foreign language to me. So kudos to you, sir.
I don't. There's so much pressure on him.
I know. Hey, he handles it with cool, calm, and he's collected. The 3 C's, baby.
Yes.
Alliteration. I love it.
So anyway, the summary of the game is that we need to focus a little more on our penalties, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, and they need to focus a little bit more on that trap play. That trap play, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that they scored twice on long runs, half their points on that trap play alone.
We solved all of their plays except that one.
Yeah. So let's see what halftime adjustments Coach Wade Miller can make in the locker room. Speaking of Coach Wade Miller, if you did not join the Texas Farm Store pregame show, we did have an interview with Coach Miller for our Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment. Usually we have former Coyotes. They talk about their legacies, all that good stuff, but we want to talk to Coach Wade Miller. We wanted to talk to him this week going into the bye because he's building a legacy. He's building his legacy of his own with this Uvalde Coyotes football team, and we're liking it so far. So after the break, we're going to replay that interview that Pops had with Coach Wade Miller, and he's going to talk about his program, what it takes to build a winner, and all that good stuff. So stick with us. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde, provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com. This is the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment on the Coyote Pack broadcast on UvaldeRadio.net.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. Thanks for joining us on the Texas Farm Store pregame show. We have a really special treat for you all right now, guys. We have Pops and Coach Wade Miller ready to do a little bit of an interview here, so we're really excited on this edition of the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment to interview our special guest, Coach Wade Miller, ladies and gentlemen. Pops, take it away. Let's hear what you got.
Coyote fans, today we have with us the one and only Coyote head football coach and athletic director, Coach Wade Miller. Thank you for the time to talk with us today.
No, thank you so much for having me. I listen every week when it's archived, and honored to be on here.
Well, thank you, Coach. Coach, we're going to get right into the questions here. We've got some questions that I think will give our audience, the Coyote fans, some insight into who you are. I know you've been here 2 years. It's been great having you. I've heard a lot about there being culture change, and I really see that even though, I've been seeing it from afar and now I'm up close and personal, I see that we do have a mindset that is slowly starting to turn, and it's really great to see that happening. So, Coach, I'm going to start with the first question. You have been a head coach on 3 different teams, including Uvalde. With each team, you were asked to turn a program around and establish a winning program. You accomplished a winning record in terms of wins and losses immediately in Woodsboro, and were well on your way in Toulouse-Midway. Aside from wins and losses, what is the definition of a winning program in your mind?
Well, you talked about culture a little bit, and that's kind of the way we want to do things around here. We want guys that do things right all the time, not just at football practice, not just at game night, but do things right in school every day, do things right at home, do things right in the community. And we feel that if we can get these guys to do that the right way, then the winning part takes care of itself. We also want kids that work hard and enjoy playing football. And, because if they enjoy it at a younger age, then we're going to keep having good numbers. And we've seen, we're doing better in school, we're doing better in town, and then we have better numbers. So it's slow. It's a slow process, but, we're getting there. And credit to these guys, they bought in 100%.
That's great. We have noticed that there's been a positive attitude all around, not only with the community, but with the players. And one of the big things that was an impression in my mind was the number of kids that you have out there practicing. It astounded me to see so many kids out there playing both varsity, junior varsity, freshmen. And that just gives you the indication that your program is really moving forward in a positive and successful way. Okay, in order to establish a winning program, what are the key components, ingredients, or factors you feel are needed within or from the community to achieve those goals? We
just want people to understand and trust us that we're doing the right thing, and we're treating their kids right, and just back us. There's always going to be times where I have a kid in an athletic program as well, where maybe my kid's not playing as much as I think, or things like that. But we want what's best for every team and every kid, and just come out and support your kids, support your coaches, and really the support for the kids is all I could ask for.
That's so important. I think that what you said is so key, that the parents stay involved with their kids. When you say support, I think in my view, it's the support that you give them and getting involved with them. And I really think that is a good way to put it, that if you support your kid, you're involved with your kid.
Yeah, and I'll say this. This is my, 8th or 9th place I've coached, and 3rd as a head coach. And the parent support and community support I've had here is far and above any place I've ever been.
That's great. That's very good. And Uvalde is known for that. It really is. We know that one of the reasons you wanted to coach in Uvalde was to be close to your wife's family and who lives in Castroville. What other things or factors about Uvalde or the position made you want to move here?
On the football side, especially as a coach, you look at a place that is a large school, but it's a one-school community. A lot of times you move in, like when I was in Corpus, there's multiple schools within 5 miles. You have a one-school community that's had success before. So they've had it before, you can have it again. And it's kind of the type of place that as a coach, you dream about getting to that job and finishing your career there. And then you add the fact that you're living in such a beautiful community and the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm not BSing on that. I absolutely mean that from the bottom of my heart. And to be close to family, it's like a dream job. And we absolutely love it here.
That is so great. And you know what? Positive attracts positive.
Absolutely.
So, last year was a very rough year for the Coyotes. This year, we have started as best as could be imagined and improved tremendously. Aside from the kids being in your program a second year, what has been the reason or reasons that we've made such a big improvement?
Well, I think there's a couple of them. Number one, I feel bad for the kids last year because they were kind of a perfect storm to not have success. Coaching change, a pandemic, all that kind of good stuff. And, it was tough. But, this year we're kind of more back to normal. I mean, we've had a full off season. We've had a full summer. And the kids, they're the real reason. They bought in 100%. If I tell them they need to do this, 99.9% of them do it. And by them buying in, we're willing to put in the work to get better. And it's showing right now.
Last but not least, could you give us a quick update or injury report for tonight's game? Who is hurt? Who's going to miss a game?
Yeah, well, we're getting better. We're getting kids back. I know we've got this week for sure. We have 2 kids that are not going to play. Number 40, defensive end, Chuy Vasquez. He has an MCL sprain. It's not a tear or a strain. I mean, if it was a district game, he could probably play tonight. But since we're off next week, we're going to hold him out tonight, and then that'll give us 3 full weeks to get him back. And then one of our backup linebackers, his name is Elias Ramirez. He's actually our very best special teams player. He makes like every tackle on punt and kickoff. He has kind of the same type of injury, so we're going to hold him out as well. They're nothing overly majorly serious, but those 2 guys tonight, we feel like going into the bye week, if we give them that extra week, that they should be good to go. And then Jaden Gonzalez, he's practiced all week, but he has got a deep bone bruise on his ankle, and he's trying, and he's going to be a game-time decision. He finished practice this week. We're going to talk about how he looks in warm-up, and then we'll decide right before kickoff about Jaden, and I'll talk to Jaden about that, and he understands. But, other than that, everybody's good to go, and for Bernie, barring nothing happening tonight, we should all be healthy for that game.
That's really good, Coach. One of the things I just wanted to mention something, and that is that the program is in such a good shape right now, and you can see the participation. And one of the things that we have not really talked about, and we want to just bring up, is that in order for a program to be successful, the junior high program has to dovetail into the program. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to ask you real quickly, how is that program doing? Your numbers?
Numbers at the junior high are great. They're about what they always are. We're a little short, 7th grade, but we have more 8th graders than normal. I want to say we've got about 60 8th graders and about 40 7th graders. So we had about 100 last year. We had about 50 and 50. So we're excited about that. And, those guys are behind because they didn't get to start because we started school late. But the 2A teams got to play last week. The 7th grade tied 0-0. And they didn't score because they only ran 3 plays because they only did practice in a week.
Right.
And then the 8th grade won pretty good. I mean, it was like 28-6 or something like that.
Great.
So we're really excited about those guys. We got a quadruple hitter here, or last night actually. So,
Coach, I just wanted to throw that in because in our previous interviews we've always asked the interviewee what he thinks, young man thinking about playing football or athletics, what advice they would give him. And I think that just knowing that there is participation in the programs and that you have such a positive program, just an encouragement, especially to the 7th graders. Let's go out there and play some football, play some volleyball, play basketball. Just get into the athletic program because it not only helps you, it helps your future.
Yeah. Well, I tell my junior high coaches all the time, I want y'all to win every game, but if all the kids that played this year play next year, y'all did a good job. So that's, to me, with the younger kids, the most important thing.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time and effort. It's a pleasure always talking to you. And there you go, folks.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Pops, and thank you, Coach, for that great interview. We look forward to the rest of the season and what is to come. For now, though, Coach, thanks for joining the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment. Stick with us, guys. When we come back on the flip side of the break, we're going to dissect the game and see what the Coyotes need to do against the Devine Warhorses to get to 4-1 entering the bye week. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker.
Texas Farm Store backs the pack. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years at 236 East Nepal. Stop by for everything you need. Feed, seed, lawn and garden, animal health, custom mixing and grinding, tack, herbicides, pesticides, and even wild game feeders. At Texas Farm Store, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you with all your needs. Delivery is available. Please call for more information, 830-278-3713. And find Texas Farm Store online at txfarmstore.com.
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit UvaldeRealty.com. The Uvalde High School class of 1972 is celebrating 50 years. Join them for food, fun, frolic, and dance. Friday, September 23rd, cheer on your Uvalde Coyotes in the class of 72 section at the Honey Bowl. BYOB after game socializing till midnight at the home of Rebecca Riojas Cruz. Then Saturday, September 24th, the class reunion from 5 p.m. to 12 midnight at the American Legion Hall, Post 479. Dance from 7 to 11 p.m. with class pictures at 9 p.m. The Uvalde High School class of 1972, celebrating 50 years this weekend.
Uvalde Radio, winner 2021 Texas Internet Radio Chart Best Internet Radio Station, finalist 2021 Texas Country Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year, and finalist 2022 Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. Uvalde Radio, redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas.
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coyote Pack. Oops.
It's time for Coyotes football, presented by Texas Farm Store, Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams, Uvalde Memorial Hospital, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home, Skyway Entertainment, Texan Bank, Medina Electric Cooperative, Lantana Realty, Uvalco Supply, Power Sports and Equipment, Vulcan Materials Company, Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, and First State Bank of Uvalde. And now your hosts, play-by-play announcer Al Ortiz and color commentator Simon Ortiz. This is the Coyote Pack broadcast with Simon and Al Ortiz on your official home for Uvalde Coyotes football, UvaldeRadio.net.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. We have the second half coming up for you right now. The Coyotes just took the field, and now the Warhorses are busting out of their large inflated helmet at the south end of the field, and they are taking the field as well. 3 seconds left to go in the half, according to the scoreboard. Again, if you're just joining us and you did not catch the first half, the Coyotes are down 28-6. All touchdowns by the Warhorses. By the way, they lived up to their name. Warhorses were scored on running plays, almost all long running plays. And Pops, you talked about how we needed to stop the run in the pregame show, the Texas Farm Store pregame show, and the Coyotes defense actually did stop some runs, but they had trouble with one particular play. What was that play?
That was that little trap play they did to the fullback where they would put a man in motion and fake a sweep and then give it to the fullback on a inside trap. And he just popped out. He just popped out and popped. One for 40-something yards, another for 30-something, another for 16. I mean, it was just a whole bunch of those. But the good news is we get the ball first, and we need to just play good, sound football, and we'll be okay. We'll be fine.
All right, well, let's see what happens. Let's see if they can play sound football and chip away at this lead, as well as the Warhorses chipped away on their drives during those running plays, during the span of those running plays. All right, second half is underway. Kick is away over to Damian Rivera at the 20, crosses the 25, up to the 30, evades a tackler, and pushes his way up to about the 35-yard line. Good run back there, and great way to start the half here.
Very good run back. Just take it up, take it to him. That's all and he did that. He went upfield and did not fake one way or the other. He just went upfield and he got good yardage, 36-yard line.
All right, let's see if the Coyotes are re-energized after some inspirational words from Coach Wade Miller. 10 seconds ticked off of the clock on that kickoff return. Again, 28-6 to the start of the second half. We're at the top of the third quarter. Coyotes are coming out onto the field in their offense. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. That's the left side, so trips left. 1 wide receiver over near to the press box. 1 running back in the backfield with Brody Carnes. 3 linebackers for the Warhorses. Not showing blitz. They haven't shown blitz all night. Snap is away. Brody Carnes running over to the near side of the field, looking downfield, throws across his body over to Jarrett Hernandez, who the ball just did not get there. It's because he threw it across his body.
Yes, he did, and he was open, just 2 yards or 3 yards too short.
Yeah, I mean, are you surprised they started off with a passing play? I mean, I was okay with them starting off with a running play and, sticking with that game plan of run first.
Again, they're trying to keep that defense off balance, and I think that's what he was trying to do with a pass on the first down. Let's see what they do on the second down. I think they're going to try to do a little run to the right side.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. I mean, there was 3 wide receivers again over to the far side of the field, 1 wide receiver to the near. Again, similar formation. Snap is away, but Brody Carnes runs over to the far side of the field and throws it over to Jonathan Jimenez, but in and out of his hands, well covered there was Jonathan Jimenez.
By number 5. They have a lot of two-way players. Number 5 is
Gabe Esquivel, the running back.
The running back. So they do have a lot of the quarterback is out there too.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's then the quarterback is Sam Guardiola.
Number 2.
Yeah, number 2. He's out there as well. Yeah, you're right. So he's running. Actually, he's out there at quarterback position, and then the running back is in the linebacker position. So both ways, and they must be in good shape because I couldn't do that when I was playing. 11:38.
Number 10 is out there too.
Yep, the fullback. 11:38 in the third quarter. Shotgun snap is almost away for Brody Carnes. Now it is fake handoff, and it's a jet sweep to Jonathan Jimenez to the far side of the field. He finds the corner, turns it up, crosses over to the 50, to the first down, to about the 46-yard line. Great piece of running once again by the lightning quick Jonathan Jimenez.
I tell you, we've got the quickness. We've got the quickness, and we need to keep exploiting that.
All right, that's actually, Pops, what first down is that, by the way?
That's a First State Bank first down, baby.
First State Bank first down, ladies and gentlemen. Ball is officially spotted at the 46-yard line. 28-6 Warhorses. The Coyotes are on their first possession of the half. First possession for either team of the second half. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. That's towards the home side. The Coyotes are going from north to south, from hill country to brush country. Pitches out to Jaden Gonzalez, who turns up the field on that pitch instead of turning the corner and gets to about the 43 to 44 yard line. Going to be the second down and 7 for the Coyotes coming up.
It was a positive yards. I mean, any play with positive yards is good. We've got a 2nd and 7. I think we are. They need to do something that will get them further off balance, and I think a misdirection play would be good right now.
Well, that's the menu of plays for Coach Wade Miller. Let's see if he chooses that option. Augie Aviles is back on the field. Good to see him after he was carted off the field a couple of games ago. Handoff is to fake handoff to Malachi Castano. Throws over to the side. Brody does to Jared Hernandez, but again in and out. And those defensive backs are sticking to our wide receivers like white on rice here.
Well, it was in his hands. He just didn't focus on catching it before he took off, and by the time he was ready to get the ball, he got hit.
Another long third down for the Coyotes here. 3rd down and 7. 10-18 in this third quarter, and Tyler Massey is coming into the game, and one would assume that Augie Aviles is coming out. And the Coyotes break the huddle, head up to the line of scrimmage here. Taylor Massey, indeed the only H-back. Number 28, Malachi Castano, is the running back. 2 wide receivers to the visiting side of the field. Snap is away, and Brody Carnes is going to fake a pitch to Malachi. Runs up the field and crosses over to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a first down. First State Bank first down for the Coyotes. I thought he was going to pitch it to Malachi, but then he tucked it and ran.
I thought so too, but the defensive end committed to Malachi, so he had to keep the ball.
So great read by Brody Carnes there. That's what you want out of your quarterback in those option pitches. 10:06 left to go in the third quarter. The score is 28-6. Advantage Warhorses. Devine Warhorses here. 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. Ball is at the 36-yard line. Now Abraham Ale is the running back. Brody Carnes scanning the defense. Jared Hernandez, the lone wide receiver to the near side of the field. Brody Carnes throws it over to Jared Hernandez, who's running down to the 10, but it is overthrown slightly. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10.
It was good that it was overthrown because the number 2, who's the quarterback, who's now playing cornerback, had him covered. So since it was overthrown, there was no way he could intercept it.
Amazing how these kids play both sides of the ball. Again, I was winded after maybe two series on the defense when I played nose guard.
Hopefully it'll slow him down in the second half.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe stamina will become a factor here for the two-way players. 9:44 left to go in the third quarter. 28-6 Warhorses. 1 wide receiver to the near side of the field. Again, that is Jared Hernandez. Abraham Ale still the running back. A handoff again, jet sweep to who else? Jonathan Jimenez, who gets up to the 30, crosses the 25, up to the 20, and that's where he steps out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Red zone opportunity here for the Coyotes.
They haven't solved that play. We need to keep going.
Yep, lightning quick, Jonathan Jimenez here.
Right.
That's their bread and butter, it seems like. Whenever they need a kick on offense, they do that jet sweep to Jonathan Hernandez on either side of the field here.
It's a play that they haven't been able to solve. Let's keep doing it.
All right, 9:35 left to go in the third quarter. Let's see if there's going to be a deja vu on that jet sweep here. They've done it twice already to Jonathan Jimenez here on this drive, and both times it has been successful. Both times it has resulted in a first down. So the First State Bank first down for the Coyotes at the 20-yard line of the Warhorses. They are in striking distance. Brody Carnes sends a man slightly in motion, fake handoff to Ale, and throws it over to Quentin Gant, but underthrew him, trying to find a back shoulder pass, it seemed like.
There was miscommunications because number 12 was trying to do a flag route, and it was actually a stop. He was supposed to stop.
Yeah, I thought it was a good observation there. I thought it was a back shoulder pass, it seemed like. But you're right, he didn't even turn around to get that ball. Coyotes are huddling up 2nd down and 10 at the 20. They are technically in the red zone, so they are in scoring position. Devin Franklin is on the far side of the field, as is Jonathan Hernandez. So twins left for the Coyotes. Another man in formation, another man in motion. A handoff to Abraham Ale up the middle, and he finds a lot of running room, and he fumbles the ball after he got popped, and it looks like the Warhorses recovered. But there is no official signal. If they do recover, the Warhorses, it's going to be a turnover at about the 8-yard line. But let's see, there is the referees are pulling off bodies off of that pile, and they did signal that it is a turnover for the Warhorses. They get the ball back at about the 8-yard line. Deflating situation for the Coyotes after a beautiful drive that started at their 35-yard line approximately.
Got to secure that ball. I have to secure that ball. And I'll give the credit to the defense. It was a big hit that defensive back man. He just ran right into his tummy where he had the ball, and it just popped out.
Popped open. You got to cradle that ball if you're going to run into a defender. Had 2 hands on the ball, and he only had 1 hand on it, looked like.
Yep.
9:21 left to go in the third quarter. On the opening drive for the Coyotes, they were driving, got into the red zone, and had a great piece of running from Abraham Ale, who was hit at the 8. Ball popped loose, so now it is the Warhorses' ball at the 8-yard line on their opening possession of the first half. Pitch over to the far side of the field to the running back of the Warhorses. Does not get anything, runs into a pile of Coyotes. That was number 5, Gabe Esquivel.
I tell you, we've got those sweeps kind of figured out. Let's see if we can keep them from getting a big chunk on that trap.
Don't know who made the tackle, but it looked like it was Patrick Mejia, the outside linebacker, who was on that side of the field where the pitch was going. So 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Warhorses. They are huddling up. 8:56 left to go in the third quarter. Opening drive for the Warhorses in this second half. Let's see if the Coyotes can stop them here. They are behind the chains, and they are a running team.
Watch out for that trap.
They have ran it well. 3 upbacks in the backfield. Another trap in there, just like you said, Pops, another trap, and that trap mildly successful compared to the other successful long touchdown run traps that we saw in the first half. So it's about a 3rd down and about 3 for the Warhorses coming up here.
Yes, and I wouldn't be surprised if they ran it again. So we need to just keep an eye on that and try to solve it.
Yeah, I mean, and we need the linebackers to not get so faked out on that trap, because when they get to the second level of that defense on that trap, it's almost bye-bye.
Right.
You know?
Yep,
So,
it is. Yep, it is.
8:08 in the third quarter. 28-6 Warhorses advantage. 3rd down and 3 for Devine. Ball is on about the 25-yard line. Snap is away. A pitch out to the far side, near side of the field. Running back finds a first down, crosses up to about the 27-yard line. First down for the Warhorses.
Again, it's the fact that we're not sealing the outsides.
Yep, and actually the defensive ends for the Coyotes right now are Caden Smith and number 44 of the Coyotes. That's John Elizondo. Welcome back, John Elizondo, to the game. He was out last week, but now he's back, trying to get some game time under him before the bye week and district play happens the week after. Snap is under center for the Warhorses. Hand off to the fullback, and he does not get a lot there. About maybe 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd down and 8, 2nd down and 7 approximately.
It was the trap, and looks like we're starting to maybe keeping them from popping it out.
Seems to have been a point of focus for Coach Miller in his halftime speech to his squad. 7:34 in the third quarter. Clock is running. 28-6 Warhorses here, broadcasting live from the beautiful Honey Bowl in beautiful Uvalde, Texas. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Warhorses. Snap again is under center. 3 upbacks, man in motion. Pitch to that man in motion. Runs up, cuts it up the middle of the field, reverses field a little bit. Tackled at about the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 2 for the Warhorses.
Gotta stop him right here, right now. Just
get him off the field.
Get him off the field. Get that ball back and just drive it in.
And they need to get that ball back, ladies and gentlemen. If they do not get it here, if the Warhorses don't get it here, I would not be surprised if they went for it, because it is 3rd and 2. You want to put the pedal to the metal if you're the Warhorses, up 28-6. Hopefully that won't be the case, and they just punt the ball away, so we won't have to be on the edge of our seat. 1 wide receiver to the near side of the field. 2 running backs in the backfield for the Warhorses. Snap is under center. A bobble the snap. There's a pile of bodies on top of the ball. Let's see if the Coyotes got it here. There's no official signal yet, and it's going to be Warhorses' ball. They did recover the fumble. 4th down and about 3. So that scenario is coming up, Pops. Do you think they go for it?
It looks like they're not moving. They're going to go for it.
All right.
They are going to go for it.
All right. If they do not get it here, the Coyotes do get the ball back with good field position. 6:21 left to go in the third quarter. 28-6. This is the second drive for the Warhorses, correct? No, opening drive for the Warhorses. So they run the ball. So if they run the ball, the clock doesn't stop. So this is a fast game.
It is. And you know what? They have so much confidence in their rushing that they're going to try to get that done right now.
Snap is away. Pitch to the running back, and he does get the first down at the 41-yard line. He got the snap, pitched the ball, and instead of going to the corner, he cut it upfield across the right guard and found a hole. It is first down for the Warhorses.
Yes, it is, and it's pound and pound and pound. They're going to try that little trap in a little bit, so they're going to try to spring it again.
All right, let's see. I mean, the Coyotes need to do something here. They need to make some adjustments. I mean, they did try a couple run blitzes in the first half. Do you see that happening here again?
Hopefully they will, but they need to be very careful and have some of those defensive backs ready to tackle if they come up through the first line of defense.
Well, I'm going to check on the linebackers. They are not showing blitz, but the snap is away. Fake pitch, and there's a pass to the flats to the fullback. Fullback catches the ball and gets up to about the 50, close to a first down. And actually, the ball is going to be spotted just short of the first down at the 49-yard line. So 2nd down and 1 at the Warhorses' 49-yard line.
That's the third completion they've had in the whole game.
Third completion.
Yes.
Wow, you're keeping score over there.
Yeah.
Keeping track.
I am.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
All right, sounds good.
Two little what were they, screens to their number 11.
Oh, yes, I remember that, number 11. That was a very, very well-run screen, though.
Yes.
The Coyotes did come up the field, and there was nobody over there even near the running back who took that screen pass.
Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1, 4:45 in the third quarter. 28-6, Warhorses are on top. 3 running backs in the backfield. There's an outback, a fullback, and a tailback, and it's going to be is that a timeout? It's a timeout, Warhorses. All right, so if they're going to take a timeout, we're going to take a timeout. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Tune in to Chamber Picks, the long-awaited reboot to the program where Uvalde football fans get together to talk about football. Each week, the Chamber Picks panel of forecasters try to predict the winner of a select number of football games. Join host J. Allen Carnes every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Brought to you by Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center and LMG Productions. For more information, visit uvalde.org.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. 4:38 left to go in this third quarter. The Warhorses have the ball on their opening drive of the second half, and they run. That's all they do. They've thrown one pass in their opening drive. They run so the clock ticks. So with even just 2 possessions from both teams each, 4:38 left to go in the third quarter. It's almost over this third quarter. 2nd down and 1 for the Warhorses at the 49, their own 49. 3 running backs, an upback, a fullback, and a tailback. Snap is away. Fake handoff to the tailback. Play action. Throwing a deep ball to number 7, and it's intercepted. It looks like it's intercepted. Let's see what the official call is. It's an interception. Alberto de la Garza. Who else? Who else?
Sir.
My goodness, that sophomore defensive back has sticky gloves, I'll tell you that much.
He does. He really does. And that's what the Coyotes needed right there. They needed to get a turnover, and they got the turnover. They almost had it with a fumble, but this one, I mean, they made their own turnover.
Yeah, they did. They did. And, you know, the Warhorses don't pass often. And, I mean, it was just great coverage by De La Garza, who it looked like it was a flag route. Oh, it was a flag route. And De La Garza was there step for step and caught that interception. I mean, it was a jump ball, honestly, but De La Garza showed some strong hands and kept that as they tumbled to the ground.
Sure did.
First down for the Coyotes at the 18-yard line, their own 18-yard line. 4:30 in the third quarter. Warhorses up 28-6. 2 wide receivers far side of the field. 1 single wide receiver to the near side. Man in motion. Snap is away. Handoff to Abraham Ale, who goes over to the far side of the field looking to turn the corner. Gets to about the 23-yard line.
There's laundry on the ground.
Of course there is. We talked about it at the halftime show. The media.
Yes, I think it's going to be holding.
On the offense, number 47, 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
All right, we wanted y'all to hear that directly from the referee, so we did stop talking just there for a second. So it is a holding penalty, 10-yard penalty. It would have been about a 2nd down and 6 for the Coyotes. Instead, it's going to be a 1st down and 20. So they are pinned back over at their own 9-yard line.
Again, let's go ahead and get some chunks. Let's make it manageable. Let's get 6, 7, 8 yards and see what happens.
I mean, that's what you said in the first half, too, and they did make it a manageable 2nd down and about 11 when that happened in the first half when they were facing his 1st down and 20. So here we go. Snap is away. Handoff. Jet sweep again to Jonathan Jimenez, but Jonathan Jimenez, in what is usually a successful play, is stopped for about no gain or maybe even a loss of yardage there.
They have solved that play.
They did. You can bet that the defensive coordinator was saying, watch that jet sweep to number 1, that quick number 1. They certainly did there. Loss of about 1 yard. Second down and 21. 3:53. The clock is ticking on this third quarter. 28-6 Warhorses. Ball is at the 7, maybe 6 yard line of the Coyotes. Devin Franklin heading on over to the far side of the field, as is Damian Rivera. 2 wide receivers to the near side, Jared Hernandez and Jonathan Jimenez. Snap is away. Brody Carnes takes a 3-4 step drop back, throws it to the line of scrimmage, and it's an incomplete pass. Not sure who he was looking for there or what type of play that was being set up.
I think it was to number 20.
Yeah, Abraham Ale. Do you think they were trying to run the running back screen? That did not look like a screen pass to me.
It was a screen.
Yeah.
It was a screen, but it was too fast.
Yes. Yeah.
They didn't let it develop.
You're supposed to loft that over the rushing line, right? I mean, they're supposed to let the line come up and then throw it behind them. Kind of a laser over to Abraham Ale there. So a failed running back screen ends up with a third down and 21. 3:29 left to go in the third quarter. And snap is away by Brody Carnes. Sits calmly in the pocket and throws a dime to Devin Franklin. That's exactly what it was. A dime. Accurate throw to a diving Devin Franklin at the 40-yard line. Wow. Of the Coyotes.
Yes. Yes, that was a beautiful. He had to stretch out there.
Yeah.
Kudos to the receiver.
Yeah.
He had to stretch out there and grab that ball and not let the ground let the ball pop off.
Yeah, he was parallel to the ground at one point. He had to dive so far. 28-6 is the score right now. Warhorses with the actually not with the ball, but with the lead. 3:11 left to go in the third quarter. Coyotes have the ball at their own 40-yard line after that beautiful 32-yard pass to Devin Franklin. Man in motion. Brody Carnes with the snap rolls over to his near side of the sideline, throws it to number 10 again, Damian Rivera, but it's a little underthrown. He had to reach down to the ground and couldn't scoop it up.
It was, he needs to on that sprint out. He's not setting his feet, so his throws are being a little off.
Okay, so they're rolling out Brody Carnes. Pop says he's not setting his feet, so a little underthrown there, but they have the right idea, right?
Yes, they do. They do. They need to get him out there to get more time to throw.
All right, second down and 10. Ball is at the 40 of the Coyotes. 2:56 left to go in the third frame. 28-6 advantage Warhorses. 2 wide receivers far side. 1 wide receiver near side. 1 running back with Brody Carnes. And it looks like it's going to be an option pitch. Brody Carnes tucks the ball, keeps it, and crosses the 40. But it looks like it's going to be maybe a holding on the Coyotes. There is some dirty laundry again on the field. We need to count all these flags that are being thrown. And It looks like Brody Carnes is injured, guys. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm not sure. The training staff is out on the field, so we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. Let's hope the young man's okay.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Vulcan Material.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. Ladies and gentlemen, Brody Carnes was on the ground, but for a brief moment, he did get back up. He's a tough young man. The trainers were examining him while he was standing in the middle of the field. He is walking off on his own power, and it's going to be a holding on the Coyotes. That's what the flag was before we took our commercial break. So that is going to be a 10-yard penalty. Again, the Coyotes are facing a first down and 20, just like they did back at their own 8 before that long 32-yard pass from Carnes to a diving Devin Franklin that got them to the 40-yard line. So ball is placed at the 30-yard line. Coyotes break their huddle. 2 wide receivers far side. 1 running back in the backfield again with Brody Carnes. Not sure who that is, but Jonathan Jimenez is in motion. Fake the jet sweep, and Chris Rodriguez runs the opposite way and gets met by a linebacker, and really hard, but that's what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Chris Rodriguez just leveled him.
Yeah, that linebacker is going to feel it tomorrow.
And that was when Chris Rodriguez was trying to get over to the sideline out of bounds. He picked up 2 yards, so it's about third down and about 18 here for the Coyotes.
Yeah, it's going to. We need another one of those long passes that.
Over to Devin
yes,
Franklin there.
Yes. Let him stretch out and catch that ball.
Yeah, definitely. And Devin Franklin is on the far side of the field, the only wide receiver on that far side of the field. 2 wide receivers to the near side, so it's going to be a twins right for the Coyotes. It's going to be another option pitch. Chris Rodriguez tucks the ball, turns it upfield, up in the middle, and is booming and banging. Fumbles the ball, and it's scooped up by the Warhorses. Number 8 does have the ball and is running to the far sideline. Gets to the sideline, tries to turn upfield, and is tackled there. And, of course, there is some dirty laundry again on the field.
2 of them.
2 flags. One was thrown at the 50.
3.
The other was thrown at about the 35.
And the other one at 40.
There's 3 of them. 3 flags. So Chris Rodriguez was churning, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and maybe held onto that ball a little too much because they did strip the ball from him, scooped up by the Warhorses, and returned for maybe about 10 yards. But right now, 3 flags on the field. The Zebras are confirming, and they are talking to each other. Let's see exactly what... There's a lot to untangle here. So let's see what exactly they call. And if it's offsetting, let's pray that it is an offsetting penalties. Not sure if it is going to be. Let's see what they call here. All right. Not sure.
They're still confirming. Here we go.
Okay. The referee is coming over to the 40-yard line. They're playing a little bit of catch here, throwing the ball to each other.
There are 2 penalties on the play, both against White. Personal foul, illegal blindside block. That penalty will be declined. After the turnover, personal foul, illegal block below the waist. That penalty is accepted. 15 yards.
All right, so it's going to be an illegal block after the turnover, so the ball is going to be spotted at about, the referee's crossing the 45-yard line of the Warhorses, places it at about the 44-yard line, but it is a turnover, nonetheless. Even though the penalty is on Devine, it is a turnover. The ball is placed at about the 44-yard line of the Warhorses, so... 3 running backs in the backfield, an up back, a fullback, and a tailback. Up back is in motion to the near side, pitches to the near side, and there's going to be another flag, and it looks like it's going to be holding, even though the running back crosses up to the 50-yard line. So there's going to be a holding there. A lot of
that was plain as day.
You even called it. You even said, uh-oh, and before the flag was even thrown.
That's right. So now it's going to be first and 25?
First and 20 for the
First
and 20 for the Warhorses. Ball's at the 44, so that's going to be placed at the 24. Sorry, about
there's
the 34.
2 flags.
2 flags. All right, well, let's see. Let's see what the referees say. He's about to make the call over the...
Holding 63 White. That penalty is declined. Holding offense. That penalty is accepted. 10 yards previous spot. Replay first.
Okay, so it's going to be holding on Devine. That puts the ball back at about the 34-yard line. First down and 20. So it's flip-flop. The tables have turned. It's going to be a holding on Devine. There was a holding on the Coyotes on the previous possession, and it was first down and 20 for them twice. Now it's first down and 20 for the Warhorses. They're behind the chains, and they're a running team.
You know what? I smell a trap coming.
It's been successful for them thus far. They've scored at least twice on that trap and very long runs on that trap. So 1:23 left to go in the third quarter. 28-6, Warhorses on top of the Coyotes here at the beautiful Honey Bowl. Just in case you didn't know, I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer, and with me as always, Simon Pops Ortiz, my color commentator. All right, so first down and 20 at the 34-yard line of the Warhorses for the Warhorses. They did line up at the line of scrimmage, but it looks like it's going to be a timeout. We're going to take a timeout for ourselves. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Medina Electric Cooperative backs the pack.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. Let's catch you up right now. It is 1st down and 20 for the Devine Warhorses at their own 34-yard line. 1:01 left to go in the third quarter. 28-6 advantage Warhorses. Man in motion for the Warhorses. Shotgun snap is away. Running back takes the ball up the middle and finds a lot of real estate. Gets up to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, and is pushed out at about the 37-yard line. Obviously a first down for the Warhorses, even with a 1st down and 20.
Yep, it was, and once you give them a little room to run, they're deceptionally fast. Those number 5 and number 3, very deceptionally fast.
Yeah, I did talk about a snap, and then the running back went up the middle. I mean, there was no handoff. It was a wildcat formation. So number 5, Gabe Esquivel. I mean, there was no flash. There was no smoke and mirrors. It was just a straight run up the gut, and he got everything he needed and more for a first down. So 1st down and 10 for the Warhorses at the 37-yard line. Another man in motion for the Warhorses, and it's going to be a false start on the Warhorses. So push him back, push him back, push him back.
Let's see what happens. Number 2 was in motion. He was the quarterback.
Right, it was another wildcat formation. Yeah. Right, yeah, it was another kid. So, I mean, they've run, that's 2 plays in a row that they've lined up in the wildcat formation. Don't know if they're going to do that again. I don't see a quarterback in the backfield here in the huddle. Actually, number 2 is back in the game. Sam Guardiola, that is the quarterback. He can run himself. 48.3 seconds left in the third quarter. 28-6 is the score. Warhorses are up on the Coyotes. Ball is at the 42-yard line. 1st down and 15 for the Warhorses. Shotgun formation again. Quarterback is in. That's Guardiola again. 3 upbacks in the backfield. 1 wide receiver to the near side. And there's a little bit of miscommunication here between the running back.
Time's out.
And that's it. The play clock went down all the way to 0. So it's going to be a delay of game on the Warhorses. Keep on pushing them back. That is a 1st down and 20 now. Again,
the Zebras didn't have their eye on the time clock because it was 0 for about 3 seconds before they called it.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
There was a coach on the Uvalde side jumping up and down telling them about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, luckily they did catch it eventually. 1st down and 20 for Devine. 48.3 seconds. Again, 28-6 is the score. The Warhorses are on top. Devine is on top. 3 running backs in the backfield. Man in motion. Handoff to that man in motion to the far side of the field and is met by 3 Coyotes. One of them was number 21, Justin Rendon. Great tackle by him and his 2 teammates there.
2nd down and 19 now.
Yeah, it was only a 1-yard gain.
They're going to have to pass.
Yeah, they are. And what's their weakness?
The pass.
And that's it. I mean, their 1 turnover that the Coyotes have had was an interception on a long throw.
You know what? If they do throw, they're going to go deep. And where's number 23? We need him to get another
Alberto de la Garza. Yeah, the sophomore,
Yes.
the sophomore defensive back. 8 seconds left to go in the play clock and the game clock. Let's see if they get something off here before the fourth quarter starts. They do, and the snap is off to the quarterback who runs to the near side of the field, throws it over to the 35-yard line, caught by his receiver, and that is going to be about a 3rd down, and about 8.
9. Oh, yeah, 8.
Let me call the plays. You do the color commentating.
Sorry. Here we go. Oh, we got laundry.
Another flag by the referees.
We have laundry, and I think it's going to be home.
Downfield, 63 White.
All right,
5 yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
All right, replay 2nd down. So what was going to be a 3rd down and about 9 is going to be a 2nd down and about 25 for the Warhorses here. And that's the end of the third quarter here. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're joining us right now, there's a play in progress, and it's going to be a Warhorse first down. It was an untimed play, according to the referees, to end the third quarter. It was was it a wide receiver screen?
It was the fullback screen.
Yeah, it was a fullback. Actually, a fullback in the flats, actually, and that was my bread and butter back in the day. But fullback in the flats, it was a 2nd down and 25, and they got all 25 of those yards and more. But a flag is on the field. Let's see what the call is.
On the off field, number 63. 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
Yeah, poor number 6.
Another untimed down.
Another untimed down? Wow.
Another untimed down.
Wow. I mean,
Wow.
if you hear the background in the press box, you heard a couple of people kind of say, "What?" Because what? I mean, they should go into the third quarter, but I'm not sure what they're going to do here. Number 63 is George Sines. He is an offensive lineman for the Warhorses, and, I mean, he's had 3 penalties on this drive alone. So let's keep an eye on number 63, see if he can get some more dirty laundry here in the Coyotes' favor. But it is going to be a 2nd down and 12 here.
2nd down and 12. The ball is
And, I mean, I would tell you how much time is left, but it's another untimed down. Technically, we should be going on to the third quarter. But shotgun formation for the Warhorses, one running back to the side of the quarterback. Quarterback does drop back and throws a rainbow over to number 5, his wide receiver, and no flag, thankfully.
End of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter.
No,
Finally.
there's a flag.
There's a flag. You cannot tell me that wow. There's another flag. 3 straight flags. Is this going to be another untimed down? This is bizarre right now.
Very bizarre.
Very bizarre. Here comes the call. Let's see what the call is here and now. Don't know if it was a pass interference or not, but let's hear what the referee has to say here. The referee is Eddie Elizalde. He's conferring with his side judge, it looks like, to kind of nail down what exactly is going to happen. Maybe they're discussing if it's going to be an untimed down. Not sure. All right, let's see what happens here. And they're still conferring. So I was going to talk about the radio station, but let's kick it over to the referee.
Holding on the defense, number 2. 10-yard penalty, automatic first.
So that completes the quarter. They just wanted the Warhorses to end on a high note, I guess, but that completes the quarter. That was the penalty was on Juve Esparza. So now we're gonna end the third quarter officially. My goodness, bizarre end to the third quarter here. We're entering the final frame. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're just joining us, you missed a very doozy of end of a third quarter there. There was 2 untimed downs that the referees called for because of 2 penalties. But then there was a penalty that gave the Warhorses a first down on the third play, the second untimed play, and they didn't call a third untimed play. So I don't know what the criteria was for the untimed play, but maybe I'm missing something. But it is a holding penalty on the defense, so that gives the Warhorses an automatic first down at the Coyotes' 29-yard line. Shotgun formation again for the Warhorses. Snap is away, fake handoff on the end around, and there was a tackle that was going to be made behind the line of scrimmage. Another tackle that is missed, and the quarterback misses 2 tackles in the backfield and finds running room up to about the 24-yard line, and it's going to be a third down again, second down, but there's laundry. I mean, man, that's 4 straight plays with a flag. Let's see what the penalty is.
On the offense, number 56, 10-yard penalty.
Well, that was good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, that pushes the Warhorses back to about they're on the 29, so it's going to take them to the 39-yard line, first down and 20. If you're just joining us, we're at the top of the final quarter in this game. Coyotes are down 28-6 to the Devine Warhorses. No scoring happened in the third quarter, actually.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not 1 point.
Yeah, not 1 point. So let's see if the Coyotes can change that. We don't want any scoring on this drive here, obviously. So let's see if the Coyotes can stop them here and get the ball back and chip away at that lead here that the Warhorses have. Ball is at the 39-yard line. Warhorses send a man in motion. A fake pitch out to the man in motion. The quarterback rolls over to the far side of the field. Looks for an open fullback in the flats, but overthrows him there. Luckily, because he had a lot of room to run after that.
He had a lot of room, but the quarterback couldn't set. He had pressure on him, so he had to throw on the run. And you know what happens when you're throwing on the run? It's very difficult to be accurate.
The only person really who can do that, from what I've seen, is Brett Favre, and he's a pro. So
Who?
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Let's go on to the next play. Second down and 20 for the Warhorses. 11:27 left to go in the game. 28-7, Devine. Advantage Devine. Ball's at the 39-yard line. The Warhorses are facing a second and 20 because of a hold. That's the second or third hold that they've had in this possession alone. Trips right. Trips left. Bobble the snap. The quarterback did. Has to throw a running back screen. The running back, Gabe Esquivel, finds some running room, cuts up the field, finds a hole, squeezes through that hole for about a 13-yard gain. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 for the Devine Warhorses there.
Yes, I'm just flabbergasted the fact that we're leaving that little screen open so much.
Yeah, and I mean that was a good piece of running too. Jukin and jiving was Gabe Esquivel, the running back for the Warhorses there. Found a little bit of running room, squeezed through the hole that could have stopped him for maybe a 10-yard gain only, but gets the extra 3 yards for a 3rd down and 7. 10:45 left to go in the third quarter. 28-6 advantage Devine. One wide receiver on each side of the field. Snap is away. Fake handoff to the running back.
No.
Stuffed is the quarterback who tried to go run up the middle for a 3-yard loss. 4th and 10 for Devine.
That was an awesome play. Very, very awesome play. Number 22.
Yeah, number 22.
Is it number 22? Number 26.
26 for the... Actually, no.
The Coyotes.
No, not for the Coyotes. I can't really see his number, so we'll get to that in just a second. But great play by that player there. Number 55 for the Coyotes. Aaron Graves coming into the game, replacing number 79, Brian Troop. The Warhorses do like to run the ball, so Coach Miller is trading out defensive linemen, trying to keep their legs fresh. 10:02 left to go in the game.
4th and 11.
4th and 11. The Warhorses are going for it. Why not? They're at the Coyotes' 30-yard line. Rolling out, the quarterback is for Devine. Throws a parabola to the sideline, and he overthrows his wide receiver and the defensive back for the Coyotes.
Way off. That looked like the play over there on the other side where he was out of bounds and they called it in.
Yeah, so Pops is talking about the touchdown. The interception that the Coyotes threw in the first half in the back of the end zone. It looked like the defender stepped out of bounds when he caught the ball, so it shouldn't have been an interception. It looked exactly the same play, but it wasn't outside of the end zone.
But we're such homers.
We are homers, whatever. It's not, we're the Coyote Pack broadcast. Of course we're going to be homers. 9:49 left in the fourth quarter. 28-6. If you're just joining us, Coyotes have the ball. Turnover on downs. First down for the Coyotes at their 30-yard line. They take over after Devine had a little bit of a sustained drive. Snap is away to Brody Carnes. He's cool in the pocket. The pocket collapses. He steps up and he stumbles and falls for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. Didn't have enough time to. They had a play that needed some time to develop, and they just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, and it could have developed. The pocket was clean for a second, but then collapsed just like that in the blink of an eye. So he had to step up and stumbled a little bit. He did have some space to run for maybe a 3-4 yard gain. But nonetheless, 2nd down 11, 9:19 left to go in the game. Brody Carnes takes a snap, looks to the far side of the field, throws it to the far side of the field, and it's a loss of about 4 or 5 yards. It was a wide receiver screen that went nowhere.
Nowhere. They had it figured out, and the man was there as soon as the ball got there.
Wide on Rice. 9:03 left to go. Clock is ticking. The Coyotes need to make a move, score some points now. It's starting to get into crunch time, down 28-6. They need to not chip away at this lead, and they need to wipe it out quick now. It's starting to get to that phase of the game. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 running back next to Brody Carnes on his left side. Brody Carnes looking at the defense. Snap snap is away. Again, cool in the pocket. Picking up a block. Did Abraham Ale, able to find Jarrett Hernandez, does Brody Carnes, up to about the 38-yard line for a setting up about a 3rd down and 2.
That was a good block by number 28.
Was that 28 or 20? That was 28. Again, Malachi Castano was showing the blitz pickup skills of a well-rounded running back there.
That's correct. But it's 4th down, and the coach is going to punt.
All right, so 4th down and 4 for the Coyotes. Let's see if he does punt. Chris Rodriguez is the punter and the backup quarterback. So let's see what formation that they roll out here. It doesn't look like it's a punt formation.
It doesn't.
No, it looks like they're going. And man is in motion. That is number 36 for the Coyotes, Caden Smith. Snap is away to Rodriguez. Rodriguez evades a tackler, but is eventually stopped at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be another turn. But another flag. A late flag by the referee.
I bet you it's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Do you think so? Let's
hope.
Let's hope. Let's see. We have Mario Rangel, our sound guy, right here for the stadium at the Honey Bowl, nodding his head emphatically. Let's hope that good juju is placed out into the field. Let's see what the referee has to say. We're going to pause to listen to him make the call.
After the play, personal foul, hands to the face, number 71. 15-yard penalty. 4th down this way.
Okay, well, I mean, it was a little confusing of a call, but it looked like it was against Uvalde. So what we thought was going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Warhorses ends up being an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Coyotes. So the ball is going to be placed, and I'm sorry to say this, at the 22-yard line of the Coyotes. That's where the Warhorses start their next possession, and it's an understatement to say that it's good field position.
Very good field position. They're about 2 yards from the. They just got the Coyotes again.
Another unsportsmanlike conduct. It looked like, because no one's on the field. No one Warhorses on the field. So it must have been a Coyotes player saying something to the referee that the referee did not like that. Resulted in that flag. So the referees are pointing at the Coyotes defense. Might be another unsportsmanlike, and that's going to move the ball into, it looks like maybe first down and goal territory. Let's see what the referee has to say here. Again, no one was on the field. No one was, so it wasn't an unsportsmanlike.
No one from the Devine.
Here we go. No one from Devine. Let's see.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, 55, red, 1st down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, he did not specify what exactly it was, but number 55, Aaron Graves, must have said something to the referee that the referee disagreed with. Let's just keep it like that. There was no Warhorses on the field, so it had to be something that he said to the referee. The ball is placed at the 11-yard line. Snap is away for the Warhorses. Another trap play to number 5, Esquivel, runs up the middle, and then gets out to the sideline and finds some running room to get into the end zone, and another flag. Another flag is thrown. Not sure what that one is about.
It was taunting by the running back.
Yeah, the running back stretched out the ball, threw it like kind of showing it in the face of the Coyotes defender like a trophy there. So let's see if that touchdown is going to stand. And again, the referees are conferring on the field. And
yes, they are.
A lot of unsportsmanlike conduct's happening right now. Let's see what the call is. And yeah, the kids need to kind of just relax a little bit. Here we go. Here's the call.
Before the score, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, number 5, 15-yard penalty from the 1-yard line. There is no touch.
All right, so that wipes out the touchdown. That negates the touchdown for the Warhorses. As Esquivel ran up the middle, he stepped and juked out to the sideline and found the corner of the end zone. But before he did, he outstretched the ball and showed it to the Coyotes defender as if he was kind of showing off a trophy before he skipped into the end zone. Referees didn't like that. Threw a flag, unsportsmanlike conduct. Ball is at the 16-yard line, 17-yard line. Wipes away the touchdown, thankfully.
That's right. And it's going to be 1st and 16 or 17.
Yeah, 1st and 16 or 17 for the Warhorses of Devine. 7:45 left to go in the game. 28-6 for Devine. Even with the penalty, Devine is still knocking at the door, and it's going to be a timeout by the Warhorses here. So we're going to take a pause. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. Let me make up for my mea culpa from the first half. I did give the wrong count for the timeouts left for both teams, but I'm going to get it right this time. 3 timeouts left for the Coyotes, and with that timeout from Devine just now, they have 0 timeouts left. Let's see if that becomes a factor. It probably won't, because the Coyotes are the ones who have to climb back into this game, right, Puffs?
Yes, they do. You know what? They just need to finish on a positive note. If they stop them right here, just finish on a positive note. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, it does seem like the lead at this point is insurmountable with 7:45 left to go in the game. But, I mean, crazier things have happened on the football field, right?
They have. But first things first, let's stop them right here.
All right, first down and 16 for the Warhorses. 7:45 left to go. Warhorses are up 28-6. Shotgun formation. Snap is away. Hand off to the running back, who leapfrogs a Coyote and gets to about the 11-yard line, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 for Devine.
It was kind of sort of like the little trap, but it wasn't. It was more of a misdirection than a trap. But we did defend it well.
We did, absolutely. I mean, they got 5 yards, but I mean, with those traps,
yes.
relatively well, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it brings up again a 2nd down and 10 for the Warhorses. They're at the 11-yard line, knocking on the door for a touchdown here. Let's see what they can put together. The Coyotes defense pitch over to number 12. Number 12 cuts it upfield on that pitch and gets a chunk of yardage and dives about the 3-yard line, 4-yard line, and it's going to be close to a first down, if not a first down.
Yep. Again, they're just pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding, and
nothing different. Nothing different.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. So I mean, let's see if the Coyotes can have a goal line stand here. They need a goal line stand if they're going to at least get some momentum going into the bye week, because right now it's 28-6. Advantage Devine. 6:50 left to go in the game. 1st and goal. They rush to the line of scrimmage due to the Warhorses. A pitch up the middle to the running back, and the running back trying with all his might to cross the goal line, and there is a herd of Coyotes and Warhorses at the goal line. No signal yet. Let's see if he crossed the plane.
He did not.
Nope, he did not cross the plane. Official signal is 2nd down and goal at about the 1-yard line.
It's about a 1-foot line.
A 1-foot line, indeed. Yep. And let's see. Yep, that is the 1-foot line. So inches away from the goal line are the Warhorses here.
Let's see if we can push them back.
I mean, hey, and maybe they'll have a holding penalty. I mean, we've seen a lot of yellow. So let's see if they get a holding penalty here. They line up again in goal line formation. Toss to the running back, who bobbles the ball a little bit, trying to find the end zone, dives to the pylon, and it's a touchdown. That was great effort by that running back, though.
Yes, it was. It was just a little too fast for the cornerback. Had the angle not right, and he just barely hit the flag.
Yeah, that was number 3, Ethan Santos, who took a dive towards that pylon. And great effort, honestly, by Juvenal Esparza, the cornerback for the Coyotes. It looked like he had the angle on him. It looked like he had great pursuit, but he didn't get there quite in time. Sometimes the other guy's just faster.
Well, it also has to do with the angle that he had, and he tried real hard.
Yeah. So here comes the extra point, and if they do get this extra point, which they do, it is a 35-6 game. We're going to take a quick commercial break before the next ensuing kickoff. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast on UvaldeRadio.net. This one seems to be slipping out of the Coyotes' paws here, if not fully out of their grasp. The score is 35-6, advantage Devine, and they've had an advantage all game long. They've had domination all game long. Let's be honest, on the ground. It's not for lack of trying. The Coyotes have put together a great effort. They are not lethargic by any means necessary. They've been faked by a couple of trap plays here and there.
Yes, they have. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and finish positive.
Well, let's see if they can do that. 5:57 left to go in the game. Kick is away. The kick is corralled in by number 10 of the Coyotes, and it fumbles the ball. Actually, number 17 of the Coyotes fumbles the ball, and scooped up by number 10, Damien Rivera. That was Joshua Verduzco, who was tackled, fumbled the ball, and was scooped up by Damien Rivera and advances the ball maybe an extra 4 or 5 yards there.
It was about, yes. And then, the thing is that you can advance on a kickoff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's just call it a lateral.
Yes.
Let's just go ahead. It wasn't a fumble. Joshua Verduzco lateraled the ball. But that puts the ball, and in all seriousness, that does put the ball at the 43-yard line of the Coyotes. So great starting field position for the Coyotes. Let's see if they can end this on the high note. It does seem like this game is out of their grasp. So let's see if they can put together if they can end this game on a good note. Shotgun snap for Brody. Brody Carnes motions his man. Hands the ball off, fakes the handoff actually, throws it to the far side of the field to Jared Hernandez, who is tackled immediately at about the 49-yard line.
Good positive play. Let's keep going. Let's keep getting some yardage and go score some points. Come out on a positive note.
Do you think that the Coyotes are going to run the ball at all? At all the rest of the game?
They might have to keep the defense honest.
All right. Well, let's see if they go ahead and do that. But they do have 3 wide receivers on the field, 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. It is a handoff up the middle. Ale finds a lot of running room, powers his way, and runs over a couple of Warhorses to about the 29-yard line. Great piece of running by number 20, Abraham Ale there.
Yes, he did. He
full steam ahead.
Full steam ahead.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Pops?
Well, let's score some points. That's what I want. I want me some points.
All right. Well, let's see if they can get some points here. 2 wide receivers near side, another man in motion, another fake handoff. Brody Carnes. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. He was trying to find number 5, Devin Franklin, at the 20-yard line, but it was tipped at the line of scrimmage, so it kind of fluttered away from him.
It did, and I think we have no. He's shaking it off. We have a lineman that. Was a little hurt, but he's going to stay in there.
Well, you were a former lineman, Pops, a former left guard for these same Coyotes. You
shake it off.
Yeah, you shake it off. You're tough. You hogs are tough. I'll tell you that. 4:45 left to go in the game. 35-6. Devine is up on the Coyotes here in North Uvalde, Texas, here at the Honey Bowl. Shotgun formation. One running back to Brody Carnes' right. He hands it off, fakes the handoff to the running back, fakes a jet sweep to his wide receiver, and tries to find number 43. That's Brian Lee over at the 15-yard line, but overthrows him slightly.
He was open like nobody's business, but when you're not that involved in the offense and you're asked to make a play like that, sometimes it's hard.
Now, you mentioned before that Brody Carnes, whenever he rolls out, he doesn't quite set his feet, and so maybe that allowed for that overthrow there.
Maybe, but I think it was catchable.
Oh, you think it was catchable?
Yes, it was.
All right. Well, I couldn't have got that.
But you were a fullback.
I was a fullback. 4:42 left to go in the game. 35-6, all Devine here at the Honey Bowl. Brody Carnes looking for the snap, gets the snap, hands the ball, fakes the handoff, throws it to the far side of the field, and to a streaking wide receiver, Jared Hernandez, trying to find the end zone, and gets over to about the 3-yard line. Great pass and catch.
And great effort.
And great effort by Jared Hernandez, trying to get with all his might across that goal line.
We can score here, and we score. We hold them. We get some more points.
Yeah, get some more points. Positive. It's all about the moral victories here, right, Pops?
That's correct.
All right.
We might not be able to come back from 35-6, but let's end on a positive note.
Positive note. A lot of momentum. The Coyotes do have a bye week coming up, so wouldn't it be nice if they could end this game on a positive note? 4:17. They're well on their way to that positive note. Brody Carnes takes the snap. It's going to be a fake pitch. Tries to get up the middle, tucks it, and runs. And he gets to about the 1-yard line. He was stopped short of the goal line there.
just one more yard.
One more yard. It's going to be 2nd and goal for the Coyotes here. I expect to see big Chris Rodriguez coming in here, but I don't see him quite yet. Actually, they're going to keep Brody Carnes in the game. So let's see what kind of play call they call here. 3:50 left to go in the game. Clock is ticking. Coyotes are knocking on the door for a touchdown. They're knocking on the door trying to get that pay dirt, trying to get some points to not only close the gap on the score, but enter the bye week with some momentum here. Trips right for the Coyotes. Brody Carnes looking on the other side of the field for a fade to Devin Franklin, but it was a little short.
It was a jump ball, and I'm just glad that the other young man, the Warhorse, didn't get the ball.
Yeah, didn't intercept the ball there because he was covered pretty well there. That was actually the similar play to what they ran when they won the game against Eagle Pass Win in that special game, the home opener a couple weeks ago there. So, but that one didn't work this time. 3:29 left to go in the game. The clock is stopped because of the incomplete pass. Coyotes have the ball, 3rd down and goal at their 1-yard line. Chris Rodriguez still not in the game. Brody Carnes in the game and looking for the snap. Does get the snap and hands it off to his running back who crosses the goal line pretty easily. Abraham Ale, number 20. Great touchdown right there.
Touchdown. Let's end it on a positive note. 3:24, and now we need to do a little onside just to have fun.
There we go.
Just to have fun.
I like that.
Let's do a little onside and see if we can get that ball and get some more points.
I like that. Let's do an onside kick. You know what? What do you have to lose at this point?
No, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. 3:24 left to go. The score is now 35-12. So let's see if the Coyotes are going to do a two-point conversion to kind of chase those points, because they did have on their first touchdown, the kick was blocked, the extra point was blocked, so that's why the 6 number is up there on the scoreboard for the Coyotes. So they are going to go for a 2-point conversion. Rodriguez is now in the game, takes the ball. It looked like it was going to be a pitch. He's trying to find the corner of the end zone, dives to the pylon, and gets it. Great effort by Chris Rodriguez there for the 2-point conversion. 35-14 Coyotes.
35-14, baby.
Yep, and Coyotes are still down, but hey, they're showing some effort there, and they're celebrating. They're feeling good. So are we. They're trying to get momentum into the bye week. We're going to take a quick break before the ensuing kickoff. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UValleyRadio.net.
Texas Farm Store backs the pack. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years at 236 East Nepal. Stop by for everything you need. Feed, seed, lawn and garden, animal health, custom mixing and grinding, tack, herbicides, pesticides, and even wild game feeders. At Texas Farm Store, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you with all your needs. Delivery is available. Please call for more information, 830-278-3713. And find Texas Farm Store online at txfarmstore.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. Before we went to commercial break, the Coyotes did score on their 1-yard line on a 3rd down and goal. It was a handoff up the middle to Abraham Ale, who crossed over the goal line with ease, pretty much. There was some good blocking up front from that offensive line. Then the Coyotes get the ball for a 2-point conversion. Chris Rodriguez takes the shotgun snap and runs to the near side of the pylon in the north end zone, dives for that 2-point conversion. So it is 35-14. This game is pretty much out of reach, probably, for the Warhorses are up on top, but there's an onside kick that's happening, that could be happening right now.
Yes. Come on. Oh. It went out.
So we have a signal.
I'm sorry.
Okay. We have a signal. When Pops needs to say something, he gives me a signal. He gave the signal. I turned it over to him. Couldn't call the onside kick.
No, I was going to tell you. I told you it was going to be an offside.
Yes, kick. You did. But it did fail. The ball did squeak out into the out of bounds territory. See, that's how distraught I am right now. My tongue is just like tripping up on myself.
Hey, yeah. We're ending on a positive note.
We are ending on a positive note. Absolutely. And actually, the onside kick did go out of bounds. Nobody touched it. It did peter out of bounds. So the ball is going to be placed at about the 40. It's placed at the 50-yard line. The Coyotes were just as confused as I was, so they get behind the ball there at the 50-yard line. 3:24 left to go in the game. 35-14. Warhorses on top. It looks like the Coyotes are going to take a loss on this one, but let's see if they can gain some momentum and feel a little bit better going into that bye week before district play starts. Again, 3:24 left to go in the game. Ball's at the 50. Warhorses have the ball. Man is in motion. Hand off to the man in motion to the far side of the field. Cuts up to the 50. Finds the corner to the 45. Over to the 40. First down for the Warhorses. Again, they've just been running all game.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They got 9 yards. They didn't make it all the way to the first down marker.
Yep, and it looks like, they did not. Yeah, you're right. Okay, initially it looked like he got down to the first down marker, so a 2nd down and 1. 3:02 left to go in the game. 35-14, Devine is going to come out of this with a win, but the Coyotes are looking for a positive note to end the game. Warhorses break the huddle, head up to the line of scrimmage. 3 upbacks in the backfield. Very odd formation from what I see, but we knew that was the case coming into the game. There's another trap. Now it's up to number 12, and that trap has been their bread and butter all game long. And you know what? You know what been the bread and butter for the Zebras all game long?
Yep.
Flags. And there's another flag on the field here.
It's probably going to be face mask.
Let's see what happens here. We don't say zebras with a derogatory term. We like the term zebras. It's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. It is. I mean, they're out there
busting. They're busting tail. They're busting tail out there.
They are.
And it's not an easy job.
And they're trying their hardest. So kudos to them.
Yeah, kudos to them. But there have been a lot of flags on both sides. It hasn't been.
Face mask on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
All right, guys, so it was a face mask penalty on the Coyotes. That's going to advance the ball 15 yards. So now the Warhorses again in striking distance. If they score here, that's their second possession in a row that they've scored a touchdown here. And they're pretty much in striking distance. The ball is placed at about the 16-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Warhorses here.
Yes. No. I'm not going to say yes anymore.
Shock therapy. We got to do some shock therapy there.
Yeah. No. Okay, here we go.
All right, so the Warhorses fan out after they break the huddle. One wide receiver. They usually don't have wide receivers out there. They have 2 tight ends. Handoff up the middle to number 25. Number 25 finds a lot of running room as they have all night and crosses the goal line with ease. Another touchdown for the Warhorses, and it's going to be a 41-14 advantage for the visiting team here. Another run with ease.
It's the fact that we are not concentrating and having those penalties that are really killing us. I mean, I can think of at least 2 of their drives that were aided by penalties. This one being one of them.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. The face mask penalty didn't do the Coyotes any favors whatsoever. It brought them up to the 16-yard line, and then 2 plays later, maybe actually the ensuing play, there was a nice 16-yard run by the running back of the Warhorses. Ball is away for the extra point, kick is away for the extra point, and it is good, as it has been all night long. All Warhorses all night long here at the Honey Bowl, but great effort by the Coyotes so far. Throughout the entire game, honestly. It's just, they have a good running scheme, Devine does. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. 1:59 left to go in the game. 42-14. Warhorses on top of the Coyotes. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit UvaldeRealty.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. After a scoreless 3rd quarter, the 4th quarter has seen 3 touchdowns, 2 by the Warhorses, 1 by the Uvalde Coyotes. So scoreless 3rd quarter, a barrage of touchdowns in the 4th quarter. So that brings us to the current score of 42-14. Devine is on top, and they've scored all their touchdowns on running plays. Substantially large running plays. Kickoff is underway. Over to Joshua Veluska, fields the ball at the 16-yard line, takes the ball across the sideline, and finds a little bit of space up to about the 37-yard line. I will say this, though. The return men of the Coyotes have put them in good field position all night.
All night long. And he just took the ball and went upfield. He did not fake one way, fake the other. And he almost popped out.
Yeah, straight forward up the field, found that sideline and just tight-roped it all the way as far as he could. So that puts the Coyotes at the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Coyotes. 1:52 left to go in the game. Score is 42-14 in favor of Devine. Coyotes break the huddle. Brody Carnes is still in the game. as is Abraham Ale, his running back. Looking for the snap is Brody Carnes, finally gets the snap. Two-step drop back, very cool in the pocket, throws a parabola to a wide-open Devin Franklin, but overthrows him at the 30-yard line of the Warhorses. That would have been a touchdown.
It was overthrown. The defender fell down, and he was all by himself, but that pass was about 4 yards too long.
Yeah, and there was no one in front of Devin Franklin there, so that would have been 6 points for the Coyotes. But instead, it brings up 2nd down and 10. Clock is ticking away. Actually, the clock stops because of that incomplete pass, so clock is at 1:45, 42-14. Jared Hernandez on the far side of the field. Number 81 for the Coyotes, Daniel Pettis, over to the near side of the field. Slot receiver is, I can't see the number at the moment right now, but man is in motion. Brody Carnes fakes the handoff, throws to the far side of the field to Jared Hernandez, makes a move, trying to dance his way up the field, but doesn't get much after he caught the ball. But it was a nice 6-7 yard gain on that play.
He juked a little too much. He should have just gone upfield and gotten a couple more yards, and then it would have been 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 4.
Coyotes in hurry-up form now. They run up to the line. They're not huddling anymore. 1:21. Clock is ticking away. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. 1 up back for the Coyotes, who is now in motion. Snap is away. Fake handoff again. Same play to Jared Hernandez, who does get the first down. Didn't have time to dance around, but didn't need to. Got the first down and 10. First State Bank.
First down. First State Bank, first down, baby. That's right.
Yep. I mean, two plays in a row, similar plays.
You know what? Now they need to just throw a long one again, just like the one where it was overthrown.
All right. Well, let's see if they do that here. I wouldn't be surprised if they did either. So Brody Carnes takes the snap, has all the time, throws a deep ball just like Pop said, and overthrows his wide receiver at the 20-yard line. Overthrows Jared Hernandez. 2nd down and 10 for the Coyotes coming up.
You know, he was very well covered, and it was fortunate that it was overthrown, or else the defensive back had a better position to get the ball.
Yeah. So 48 seconds, under a minute left to go. This one is pretty much wrapped up, but the Coyotes are trying to get a little bit more points, tack on some more points for the Coyotes here. Brody Carnes in shotgun formation. 1 wide receiver far side, 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Let's see what they have cooked up. Let's see what Coach Wade Miller has in his bag of tricks for the end of this game here. Another fake handoff, another throw to the far side to Jared Hernandez. Similar play to the ones just before the long ball that was just thrown.
You know, we need to call a timeout. We have 3 timeouts. Why don't we just use them?
Yeah, that's true.
34 seconds.
Well, here they go. Maybe they're just practicing a 2-minute drill. Maybe they're just practicing a 2-minute drill.
That's true.
Yeah. So let's see what they do here. They are practicing a 2-minute drill here. Hurry up offense again. Brody Carnes looking at the play clock. The clock is at 0, and I mean they're not even doing the play clock. So the play clock is 0, but the play still goes. The snap is off for Brody Carnes. Handoff, fake handoff, and the same play to Jared Hernandez. I mean it's like on a loop. It's a fake handoff to the running back up the middle, and then he throws it to the far side of the field to number 0, Jared Hernandez.
And it was
incomplete.
It was short, right?
Yeah, it was short. Yep. So 4th down and 2 coming up.
4th and 2.
Let's go. I mean, just throw it downfield.
Yeah, 11.9 seconds. You have to, right? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't see another route that they can go. 4th down and 2, 11.9 seconds. Let's go for the home run ball, like Pop says. 2 wide receivers, far side of the field. I'm keeping my eye on Devin Franklin here. He's isolated on the near side, and that's exactly where he throws a long ball to Devin Franklin. Oh, tipped by the defender. Incomplete pass at about the 3-yard line. And the clock goes all the way to 0, although that was an incomplete pass. They should have stopped the clock, but they're going to wrap this thing up. They're going to wrap this puppy up. That's the end of the game. They let the clock go out, even though it was an incomplete pass. Both teams heading over their sideline to line up for the handshake, the post-game sportsmanlike handshake. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about this game in our post-game show and what the Coyotes need to do heading into the bye. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UValdeRadio.net.
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
The most Texas country and red dirt, plus the best of Nashville from 90s to now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, going out of style. I was thinking out of style to stay out of
Uvalde Radio. Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams, invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality, comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde, provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The best mix of country plus community information for Uvalde, Texas.
Uvalde Radio.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. I'm sorry to say, guys, the Coyotes leave this game with a 42-14 loss. The Devine Warhorses came to play. They were like war horses on the field. All they did was run. They ran maybe less than 10 passes all game long, and all touchdowns. All 6 of their touchdowns were indeed running plays. So the Coyotes head into the bye week with a loss, a pretty substantial loss. They had a substantial win in non-district play, and they had a substantial loss in non-district play. So we are here live from the Honey Bowl. I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer, and with me, as always, is my color commentator, Simon Ortiz. Simon Pops Ortiz. Pops.
Yes, please, Pops.
Yes, Simon Pops Ortiz. Pops, it wasn't the outcome that we expected. We thought it was going to be a little bit closer. Give me some of your thoughts around the game. It was a disappointment, but they showed some heart out there.
They showed some heart, and I tell you what, Al, they are going to use this as a learning tool. They need to go back and study the film and see that in order to beat a good team, which the Warhorses are, they plowed the field. Is that what they did? Mm-hmm. They plowed the field with just the running game. And in order to beat those good teams, they are going to have to learn to have more discipline and less mental lapses, and that's what they had. We had the keys to the game, and one of the keys to the game was no turnovers and no mental lapses, and they had them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that in about I would think I'm gonna have to go back on the film, but I would think that half of those touchdowns were aided by a 15-yard penalty or a 10-yard penalty against the Coyotes. Mm-hmm. So that was a big factor in what happened. And the other is that we didn't have, of the 3 keys, one of them we had a fair amount of success in achieving it, and that was in sustaining drives. And we did. Yeah. We did sustain drives. Unfortunately, again, we had those mental lapses, and that killed us.
Yeah. And talk about mental lapses towards the end of the game there. The Coyotes were also getting frustrated. There was an unsportsmanlike penalty on the Coyotes. I think it was a face mask, maybe towards the middle of the 4th quarter. So that brought the Warhorses up to about maybe, the 31-yard line, somewhere around there. And then there happened to be some words between a Coyote player and the referee. It was a timeout, actually, and the Warhorses were on the sideline. There was no Warhorses on the field. Devine had not taken the field, the Devine offense, but the Coyote defense was out there, and there was a flag that was thrown. And it seemed like it was just a conversation, and one of the players got maybe a little bit spicy there with him.
He was just frustrated because it probably was the kid that got called for the face mask, and he was frustrated and said something that he shouldn't. And you always should respect the refs, the umpires, and again, it's the mental aspect of the game of keeping your head and not making those mental mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, Coyotes lose 42-14, but they go into the bye week. They get a little bit of rest. They get some injuries kind of taken up. They lick their wounds, and then they take on Bernie the week after that. So, we're hoping that the coach Wade Miller, he is a smart coach. He is a great leader, inspirational. I follow him on Facebook. I'm friends with him on Facebook. He posts stuff that make me want to run through a wall for him. So I have no doubt in my mind he's going to talk to these guys and get the ship right before district play starts.
Definitely. I think he's going to use this game as a learning tool. He's going to show the kids, listen, this is what we need to do to be able to compete with these kind of teams. Because if we want to get into the playoffs, we're gonna have to learn how to play with these teams.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The Coyotes are 3-2. That's a great record. But to be frank, none of that matters. What matters? District wins.
Everybody's 0-0 right now in district.
Everyone is 0-0 in district. Overall record does not count towards the playoffs. District counts. So we have a big test coming up after the bye week in Boerne. We'll get to that in a second. We're going to take a quick commercial break. On the flip side of that break, we're going to break down the Star Realty and Ranch star of the game. It was a blowout, but there was some players who stood out to us. A particular player who stood out to us as well. So we'll be right back. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas broker. Tune in to Chamber Picks, the long-awaited reboot to the program where Uvalde football fans get together to talk about football. Each week, the Chamber Picks panel of forecasters try to predict the winner of a select number of football games. Join host J. Allen Carnes every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Brought to you by Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center and LMG Productions. For more information, visit uvalde.org.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're just joining us, we obviously have some bad news for you. The score is 42-14, advantage Devine Warhorses. It was all Warhorses. They used that running game to their advantage, and they ran up and down the field all night long. Great running game by the Devine Warhorses. Very impressive. Those traps really got the Coyotes in a bind. But be that as it may, we still want to pick a star player of the game, a Star Realty and Ranch star of the game. You have to pick one. It was a blowout loss, but there were some Coyotes down. I mean, all the Coyotes showed some heart, but there was one in particular that stood out to his pops. Who was it in your mind?
Number 20, Mr. Ale.
Yeah, Abraham Ale. I mean, Coach Miller started off the game trying to match that Warhorse running game, tried to flip the script on them. It worked for a time, and Abraham Ale really showed a lot of grit, a lot of tough running that we saw from the Warhorses, honestly. So, I mean, great job by Abraham Ale. He is filling in for an injured Jaden Gonzalez. Jaden Gonzalez was hurt. He did suit up, and he played a handful of plays. I think they're trying to ease him into district play and try to not get him in kind of cold turkey, right? But Abraham Ale did play admirably, filling in those shoes. Pops, who do we have next week? Nobody. We have a bye week, ladies and gentlemen. So you're not going to hear from us for 2 weeks.
Until we go to Boerne,
Texas, the beautiful Boerne Hill country, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be there calling the game, the first district game for the Coyotes. As we said before the break, these are the games that matter, right, Pops?
That's right. It's district 0-0. Everybody's 0-0. So we will see you in 2 weeks.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast with Simon and Al Ortiz on UvaldeRadio.net. Tonight's broadcast was made possible by the support of our sponsors: Texas Farm Store, Star Realty and Ranch, Uvalde Memorial Hospital, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home, Skyway Entertainment, Texan Bank, Medina Electric Cooperative, Lantana Realty, Uvalco Supply, Power Sports and Equipment, Vulcan Materials Company, Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, and First State Bank of Uvalde. The Coyote Pack broadcast was produced Produced by Robert Miguel Rodriguez. Coyote Pack Broadcast Apparel. Provided by Southwest Uniforms and Embroidery. Very special thanks to Uvalde CISD Superintendent, Dr. Hal Harrell, Uvalde CISD Executive Director of Communications and Marketing, Anne Marie Espinosa, and Uvalde CISD Athletic Director and Head Football Coach, Wade Miller and staff. We are Uvalde Strong. We now return to our regular broadcast on UvaldeRadio.net.